and welcome. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, we do mini-campaigns, we do long-running campaigns. We get to play freaking Mass Effect. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Today, we are technically playing Cyberpunk Red, but it is a Mass Effect supplement. Correct me if I'm wrong, written by our very own Taylor here and your partner. I believe the two of you were.
Yes, yeah, it was so Casey Patterson and then as well our friend Gavin, all three of us kind of hopped in on it all. But you know, High Shelf Collective is our group. Our group has been putting so much into it for like a year.
Well, it is amazing and I'm so excited. But first, I do have just a few announcements. I will get through them briefly, I promise you. We do have two sponsors. The first one being HeroForge.com, a fantastic site where you can make hyper-customized miniature models. You can get them sent straight to your door. You can even paint them there on the website. They're constantly adding new features. You can make everything from medieval figurines, knights, princesses, rogues, wizards, to sci-fi soldiers, scientists, engineers. The customization is absolutely incredible. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, they recently heard how much I loved their addition of cups, so they added more cups. I feel personally responsible for that. They also added fishing gear, if you're into fishing. And it just in case you ever wanted something in between high heels and heavy ass plate boots, they added flats as a shoe option. So yeah, you can use the link there in chat posted by the lovely Pionola to check out all this amazing stuff and support us in the process. But other than that, our second sponsor, the newer sponsor that I'm very excited about, is Epidemic Sound, the website that hosts all of our royalty-free music, like this music you're about to hear right now. Uh, their library is incredible. They have literally thousands of songs from any combination of genre you could ever want. If you've heard music on this channel, it's been through Epidemic Sound. We love cats. But yeah, once again, you can use the link there in chat to get a 60-day free trial to Epidemic Sound. 2 months for absolutely free. And even if you decide to cancel at the end of the 60 days, it still supports us. So either way, we heckin' love you for it. Other announcements. I should have my schedule up and ready, but I never do. On the 11th, we have a game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is our all-vampire game that was supposed to originally be a one-shot, has turned into a three-shot because that's what we do. The cast and crew for that are amazing. It is a flirtatious, just hilarious game. I absolutely adore everyone in that game. On the 15th, we have a very special game, which I believe I can mention. Yes, I believe I can. We are playing a game called Mothman. It was brought to us by a very, very talented creator that you'd think also I would have their name up, but I didn't. Good thing I have Twitter up. I will get my mods to post it in chat because I don't remember who it was. Oh, no! Haha! Anemone Art. On Twitter, they approached us, they said, we would like you to run this game for us. It is currently in Kickstarter, or it's leaving Kickstarter, and they just wanted it out there. So we said, heck yeah, that is what we'd love to do. We love supporting content creators of all sizes. That music is super loud. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing game. It is a mixture of like a Scooby-Doo horror mixed with supernatural, it's just monster hunt. It's incredible.
It sounds really cool.
Yes, I'm very excited. On I don't think I can mention any of the games on the 16th, 17th, and the 22nd, but those will be coming out very soon on our Twitter. And if you like what we do and you want to join us for games in the future, because we run one-shots each and every month, you can join our Discord. The link is down below. It's a big old button that says Discord. It's where we post all our casting calls, our schedules, our cat pictures, our baby pictures, and where we just generally hang out and be giant nerds. I think that's pretty much it, unless my lovely moderator is about to yell at me. Which is fine, I'm used to it. But I think that's more than enough out of me. Why don't I pass it over to my lovely cast and crew here in front of us, give them a chance to introduce themselves and the characters that they are playing, starting to my immediate right with, I am noticing that your character information is wrong. Starting with Nikki.
Oh no. I am Nikki. I am known as Coyote Witch on Twitter. I love Mass Effect. I was telling everybody about how much I love Mass Effect, so I'm like here for it, tattooed on my body. Other than that, I also love playing tabletop games. I will be playing Nyla Vantix, the Turian Vanguard, tonight. She is very easygoing and will hopefully help save the planet? No, we'll see. Please no TPKs, it won't be my fault.
What? I would never. If you're here in chat, you hush. But we'll move on down, continuing the clockwise motion, down to Taylor.
Hello, I am Taylor. We're at _potato _ wherever on the internet. I also love Mass Effect, obviously. I made some rules. And I am playing, what is my character's name? Oh no. Tartak, the Krogan soldier, who is here to, just be that muscle. We're not going to have a TPK because have you tried to kill a Krogan?
Impossible.
Very, very, very difficult. So, just, I think pretty typical bullheaded brush, impulsive Krogan. So should be fun.
So excited. And then, of course, last but not least, down to Mally.
Hey, my name is Mally. You can find me on Twitter, basically shitposting at Mally_Black. I feel like a fraud because I played the first Mass Effect way back in the day and have basically subsisted on memes to bolster my understanding of the series, and so I am feeling slightly in over my head. I am ready for the TPK. I am going to be playing Sung Lam, who is a human vanguard, and he is hopefully going to save some people, but given his thoughts on most people, he's going to try and save himself first. That's about it, I think.
All right. Well, of course you all know me, or if you don't know me, I'm Andrew, your Games Master for this evening, and I have just a little bit of lore to spin for you with my co-pilot Bandit, and then we will kick things off.
This is just my comfort.
He has a bed right next to me. He is my streaming buddy. All right. Let me drop this music just a tad. So, over the course of the war with the Geth, countless planets fell. Yours was among them. Leliath Third 3. I know numbers. A mostly desert planet with massive columns of jagged rocks littering its landscape. For whatever reason, the bastards rained down hell on your defenses and carved their way onto your planet. Unfortunately, Leylaeth was a mining planet with minimal security. No one thought there was any reason that the Geth would want it. Fortunately, you were wrong. Apparently, someone from the Citadel has picked up your call for help, because word has it that a Spectre team is headed your way. Now, at this point, it's not about winning, it's about surviving. Who will you save along the way, and what will you sacrifice to survive this invasion? We'll jump to day 2 of the onslaught of whatever this is, whatever these creatures are that are assaulting your home, your planet, killing your friends or your family, and causing you to currently be hiding out, hunkered down in your supply depot. What little weapons and ammunition you have left, clutching in your hands or tightly packed away in your packs, the 3 of you sit. Whether you were very close before this, may have seen each other once or twice, but now you are each other's best bet for survival. Ooh, no, wrong song. Sorry.
I'm very glad that's the
Really
wrong
exciting there
song.
for a second.
You've seen these creatures in your scouting missions, in your reconnaissance. They almost look humanoid, but they're so full of machinery that you could never call them humans. In fact, they're not like anything you've seen. What's worse is that your former friends and companions, they aren't just dying, they're being drug away in droves. They're being pulled out of the facilities, out of the colonies here on Leylaeth, for whatever reason, haven't yet seen. I also realized I was playing 2 songs at once. My apologies. I have two tracks and I don't usually do that. But with that in mind, you haven't seen a patrol pass by in hours. What would the 3 of you like to do?
Are there windows in
Yep.
this? Okay.
It's got a like 15 by 20 metal box, usually meant to hold cargo. There are windows that can be opened and closed, along with the mechanical door.
I would be stationed by a window. Just keeping an eye out.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I am trying to figure out if there is a rhyme to the madness that's happening out there. Like, they're taking people away and I'm watching, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna see, like, are they forcing people away? Did they drug them and they're dragging them away? Are they tied up?
They're physically dragging them away. From all intents and purposes, it looks like they're just hauling away dead bodies.
Great. Great, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just kind of watching and scouting and seeing if there's help coming or anything, because I'm not a tactician. I don't know how to get us out of this mess. I'll just keep an eye up, and if anything looks like it's coming towards us, I am ready to shoot.
Would you like to make the very first roll of the game? And
Okay.
roll your perception points.
Okay. Perception. Why not? Mm, that's a 16. Not bad.
Yeah, absolutely. You're pretty sure that this vantage point, tucked away in a little cargo area off the main path, has mostly avoided the detection of whatever these things are.
Cool. Good. I'm just gonna stay on alert.
I think this entire time, Tartak is just pacing in this room. Oh my god, she really wants to be right in my face. It's just like pacing back and forth. I don't understand. Why can't we just go out there and we can just shoot them? We can shoot them all. I've shot plenty of them. Let's just keep. Like, it's just arguing to himself and to anyone or to themselves and to anyone listening. Just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
I'm completely ignoring it. I feel like I'm
Metal
just
things.
to Krogan. Staring out the window.
I'm sure not only have you worked with Krogans here, as they are fantastic with their security detail, but you've also been trapped in this box for probably close to 24 hours now.
Oh no.
Oh, it's getting real bad. It's getting real bad. Tartak's like, okay, come on.
Put us in a tiny room with an angry Krogan.
We're just gonna sit here and everybody's gonna die. Like, what do you think? And we'll turn to Sung.
Sung is currently, I imagine there's some form of, either he has a, like personal computer, or there's a, some form of computer device in this that he's.
You have that like circular pad that pops up there in the palm of your hand.
It's your
Yeah.
omni-tool.
And he's attempting to see what he can pull up, any news, any word of like what's going on, any distress signals, like just anything to distract from suicidal Krogan.
Yeah, I'd say that with the amount of time you've had here, you certainly could have accessed the cameras around the mining facility. The only reason that the three of you know that a distress signal went out and was picked up by the Citadel is because you not only overheard the signal going out, but you heard the message in response, letting you know that a Spectre team was on their way.
Do we have any sort of ETA on that, or?
Unfortunately, that was the extent of the message.
Gotcha.
You know that at the Citadel, they're full of politics. They have to debate whether to send someone, they have to debate on who to send, how long they're gonna be away. Who knows?
Then I think Sung would be utilizing those security cameras to see if, because there are Geth patrols, I think I heard.
There have been numerous patrols since you've been locked away in this box, but so far today, there's been nothing.
Okay. Yeah, he's been watching the camera to see if the coast is clear.
The last activity you saw was actually leading down towards the drills, towards the center of the mining complex.
Is that where they're taking people?
There are also cameras kind of littered around of these odd-looking pieces of machinery. They just look like enormous spikes. And in this very barbaric display, they have placed the bodies of the miners, of the workers here, on them, and they're just suspended up in the air.
Jesus.
No.
I love our opposite reactions of.
Going and I don't like it. So there are some going to the drills and then some.
Yeah, the majority of the activity was headed down towards the drills. And since then, there hasn't really been any movement on the surface.
Sorry, did you say where they were dragging the people to? Or are they just putting all of the people on spikes?
Yeah, what you've seen them drag away, they just got dumped onto these spikes and are now hoisted up in the air. Probably some, like, demoralization tactic.
Oh, it's working.
You also, redeemed by the lovely James there in chat, you have a Defy the Gods, which means that if there's a situation that you find yourselves in where you simply have to succeed, you can spend that and you will succeed. No roll required.
That's nice.
All right, so all the robots are in the mine, so they got no way out. We can just corner them and we take them all out, and then we can be done with it.
Tartak, I don't believe you have taken into consideration how many there are out there, and the fact that we don't know what they are.
I mean, we've only seen like, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I don't doubt the amount of people you can take out. I respect that and I appreciate it. I think there's a little too many for you. Maybe if we had 3 Krogan.
I am both flattered and offended by everything you just said. I don't know what to think about it.
That's accurate.
Well, are we just gonna sit on our freaking hands here then? What? Eventually they're gonna come walking in this building, right?
I mean, they haven't so far. I've been watching out here and the patrols have been going right past here. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
At this point,
Implode the mine.
so these creatures, they've been landing in these almost insectoid-like dropships, and then spilling out. Ships take back off. You haven't seen any come or go for a while, though your motion sensors pick up movement right there at the base of the mining facility, that massive ramp that leads downwards towards the drills. 2 more of these ships have landed, in addition to these insect-like robotic creatures that climb out. They have what looks like cargo cases with them that they are now bringing down into the mines.
They're bringing into the mines? Are they bringing anything out?
They haven't yet.
Well, I just, I'm gonna be honest. The majority of my time here has just been keeping things out of the mine and people safe, and it's making me feel very failed as an individual that things are going in there. But what is in there? What should we be worried about? Why?
I mean, nothing that I would think that these creatures would have. Do we have any idea of what they are? Have we heard in the news? Like, I mean, we know they're Geth, but in character, do they know what Geth are? I'd assume so. No?
Well,
The Geth have been a pretty prominent thing in the Milky Way, at least in Mass Effect. Like
that's fair.
Everybody knows about the Turian versus Geth.
That's a fantastic point. Yes, I would say that yes, you absolutely would know what Geth are.
I mean, they weren't mining anything special, I think.
Is there any way that I can like hack into their communications and see like what they're working on, what they're doing, what those crates are?
You certainly can make the attempt, though
Okay.
it is possible they're going to trace that back, and it is going to reveal your location to them.
Gotcha.
How far away are we from the dig site, the pit?
Maybe an hour on foot.
Oh, okay, so we're pretty far away. Okay. So there's like, is there like a lot of land between, like just plain land between us, or are there buildings?
It's mostly buildings. You're kind of on the edge of the actual constructed site here, but you could take a tram. That would cut your trip down to minutes.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
so
that
watching the tram.
yeah, tram would be giant friggin' target.
I mean, Tartek, you said something interesting earlier. Blowing it
What?
up?
Oh, that'd be fun though, right?
It would be. It would be fun. But also, would I am all for this plan because I think then, we put them all underground. But we can get in trouble for that. I mean,
Oh,
they've
we're
done
so gonna get fired. If
well.
anyone's alive to make that call, we will lose our jobs.
You know what? As far as I can tell, I'll look out the window. I don't think anyone would care at this point. And this is a mining place. There's gotta be explosives.
Oh, for sure.
Or
Anyone that has spent either any time with the security or in the mines themselves, you would know where there is a cache of explosives.
oh, we would definitely know. We would definitely know where the explosives are. Well, I'm all for sneaking towards the pit and trying to blow this whole thing up.
Do I have access to security cams near this cache?
Oh, absolutely. It's very near that opening to the giant ramp that leads down. They don't want to store them too far down where a wayward explosion or a cave-in could cause a chain reaction.
And more to the point, like what am I seeing on those cams? Like, is there a lot of activity?
The close to a dozen Geth that climbed out of their drop pods, hauling their cargo containers down. Once they're out of sight, the ships take off, and that's it. It's once again quiet.
They're not
We're
taking
go-
anything out. What are they taking in?
Let's go see.
I think if we're going to make our move, now is the time.
Oh my god, let's go, please. Like, their gun is so shiny from just how much their shotgun has been like cleaned. Yeah, there's a little trail, like almost an indent in the concrete from the circle they've been walking. So antsy.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to sit here and stare out the window anymore.
Our attack is making a moat.
Okay, so there looks like there are enough buildings for us to go to like delve one to another.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Since I've been staring out this window for a
Self
while,
mandatory. I've never been very sneaky.
I am not surprised.
Since I've been staring out the window, do I know a timeline between like the patrols?
They're usually we're maybe an hour apart, but
Okay.
today there has been nothing.
Okay, yeah, I think, probably that's a bad sign, but yeah, let's use it to our advantage. I think we should go. We should go. We should go now.
Throws
Great.
open the doors, runs out.
Oh no! Wait!
Well, Tartak, as you open the door and step out, could we get a description of this very angry, very antsy individual?
Yeah, definitely. Krogans are freaking huge. Tartak probably stands about like 8 feet tall.
Oh,
Jesus
And
Christ.
like 4 feet wide. Like sneak is not an option, okay? Some doors aren't even an option. But I think they have pretty indistinct armor, more and more grays and blacks and darker colors, very well kept, like weapon very well kept, armor very well kept, like definitely takes pride in their equipment that aid them. Um, but then themselves, I think, are more kind of gray, kind of scale toned, with more green in the whatever those little triceratops looking peaks are on them, so lots of grays and greens. um does have some bling going on though, like has some sort of kind of like almost like a nose ring looking deal, and like some little like they take pride in their get up.
Absolutely.
They want people to remember them before they die. See something really pretty before they gotta go out. And then it's got a big old shotgun that's usually always in hand, and a sledgehammer and a assault rifle.
Beautiful.
And bare hands.
Krogan hands.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like they should come with like de facto rippers, but it's just their claws.
yeah. Well, as Tartak does, hearing the go-ahead, just rips the door open and is already gone. Nyla or Sung, which of the two of you would be next in line?
I would probably run right after them.
Can we get a good description of Nyla?
Wait! I run out. Nyla is also super tall. She's a Turian. So she looks like a weird cat, bug, adorable space thing. Her hair is like super hard. She's got the little Turian thing sticking out. Her face paint is bright blue, and it's on top of like her sandy, granulated look of light purple. I don't want to say skin, but you know what I mean, like the outside. And she's wearing. It doesn't look like she's wearing armor, but she has just like really like I guess like Kevlar, black top with a big red scarf that goes around her neck that she pulls up when it's really sandy, and she's out like doing the scouting stuff in the desert world. And she's got an assault rifle and a submachine gun strapped to her back. And then I think she would have an Omni tool. She's got a little strap around her waist that's like a utility belt. So she's just got different things and like canteen, and looks kind of like a prospector type scout person. But yeah, she's really tall and waving her arms, following this Krogan.
All right. And that leaves us with Sung.
Sung adjusts the mirrored shades that he has never seen without. Taps a few strokes into the, what did you call it, Omni tool?
Omni tool.
To like sever the connection between it and the computers here, just to one less lead,
Oh.
and rushes out. And Sung is tiny compared to the others. 5'4", slender. Is a young man of Vietnamese descent, with black hair with kind of purplish, um, uh, I don't want to say frosted tips, but streaks going through.
Yeah.
Cut into a spiky mohawk type. And his look is very flashy, like purples and blacks. He is dressed to impress.
Definitely out of regulation, but I don't suspect that he ever cared.
Not even a little bit. The few times that it did come up, he holds some strings as he from some form of wealth, big corporate money, and those demerits, those issues with his dress, mysteriously became fine. So,
Yeah.
he is currently just rocking a pistol. He's never particularly heavily armed, but he does have the Omni tool and some fun things built into those signature shades of his.
Very cool.
And he runs out into his inevitable death, following this Krogan and trying to keep them from making a beeline straight towards the nearest group of Geth.
Sorry, you wanted to try to intercept their communication. Did you still want to try to do that?
I do, yes. And I'm, as I'm running, I'm like tapping at,
You should probably have like done that before we moved.
Yeah.
You should
That
stop.
makes way more sense.
Yeah,
Let
you
you do that.
absolutely
and
had
then-
time.
Okay. Would that be what's it called?
Your electronics
security
security tech, yep.
Alright. Confirm. That's not great, but
13 could be worse. Their systems, I don't know that you've really looked much into the Geth, but they're fairly advanced as far as technology is concerned, and you'd hit, unfortunately, roadblock after roadblock trying to get into their system, trying to remain undetected. And you would get to the point where you know you're starting to push your luck, and maybe it's best to back off for the moment and try again later.
yeah, definitely gonna back out because stealth is the name of the game here. If they find out where we are, it doesn't matter what information I come up with. We're done.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
should just hear dong, dong, dong from my feet. So stealthy.
Well,
Much stuff.
you have options. You know where the vehicle bay is. You could get yourself a four-wheeled ride to the mining complex. You could hoof it on foot, or you could make it to the tram and take that.
We should definitely not take the tram. I think we're all in agreement on that.
Hard pass on the tram.
Cool. Cool. I feel like, I mean, maybe we can take the vehicle halfway, because I feel like that would also call attention to us. But I also don't walk that far.
Yeah, and are the trams like automated? Or is it one of those things that, like, because we could feasibly sneak in if they're automated and then no one will know, but if we have to, like, turn shit on, yeah, probably
You would have to activate it.
drive. Okay, yeah, then yeah. I mean, drive for a bit, ditch the car, walk in the rest.
Yeah, otherwise it's an hour. We're walking an hour.
Yeah, I
don't
want
know.
to stay fresh, you know. I don't want to get too tired before we get there and the real fun starts.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was looking out for you.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. I'd say we take a car or vehicle, tank, whatever. Oh, if there was a tank, we should take the tank.
I'd say
Don't
Yes.
think
solve
there
all of our
is
problems.
here.
Renowned for their stealth.
And also, out of the way mining facilities, they have tanks to spare.
Just lousy with tanks.
Yep. I also adore this Turian Krogan buddy cop movie that we're watching.
That's so good. Just like, yeah, you're so right.
Well,
I know where our muscle is. Protect the muscle.
the path to the vehicle bay, you're maybe a few minutes out on foot, keeping an eye for anything unusual.
Oh,
You are
definitely.
passing by those barbaric contraptions, those massive spikes jutting up out of the ground, with your unfortunate comrades still hoisted up 10, 15 feet up in the air.
If there's one close, I kind of want to go look at it.
Did you spend much time with the actual mining crews?
Probably not. Probably not. Because I would have been more out in the field than down in like the dig and stuff.
Yeah, you'd see a human, male, looks maybe middle-aged.
What's the spike made out of? I'm like poking at the spike.
It's a pretty thick metal. Seems to be the same thing that the ship is probably made out of, the same material as a lot of their more heavy armors.
Cool. I'll just back away. Kind of give a little nod to the dead body in respect. And go back. As long as it was like on the way.
The moment you turn and start to step back, you hear the activation of that spike, and it slowly just starts to descend down.
Andrew, no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's moving.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I fixed it. I say as I'm slowly backing away. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Maybe if we ignore it and just walk away.
These spikes always been here. Is that new? I don't remember them.
Those are
No.
Oh, okay. I can break it.
Two more of the spikes nearby just start to descend.
Oh no! I didn't do it.
Did
I
I
said in the
trip an
beginning I
alarm?
didn't do it.
I
I
don't-
didn't do whatever this is.
Got my gun out now. I'm just like,
The
let's go.
Oh yeah.
remains
Definitely.
of these people, they're so dried out, their skin is now blackened. And there's
Is
traces of
skin
blue. Traces of like this blue almost energy that courses where their veins should be.
That's not.
That's
Deal.
not a human thing, right?
Nope.
I assure you it isn't.
Nope.
The first
Nope,
of them
nope.
starts to pull itself off the spike once it's reached the ground.
Excuse me, what?
I'm gonna shoot it as soon as GM law says I can, but I'm shooting it.
I'm gonna have you all roll your initiative.
No.
Okay. Yeah, where is
How do?
that?
Where's initiative?
Um,
How do I initiate?
it is your reflex plus a d10, so you can just roll your reflex.
Oh, cool.
For anyone that has played Mass Effect, you would recognize these creatures. For anyone that hasn't, everything's fine. We're fine.
Totally fine.
I love how right before we started playing, I said, Andrew, I hate husks.
I'm so
And
sorry.
there was no
Feel
giveaway
free.
on Andrew's face at all that this was coming.
Nope.
I was like, oh yeah, they suck.
Oh,
So,
Alright. Nyla, that's a 23.
God. Wait, how did I get a 23?
looks like you got like a +10 mod.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I think you had a 10 instead of a 1.
Oh, that's my problem. There was a 0 there. I'll reroll.
Ah,
That's better.
A 15, there we go. So that's a 12, and Tartak a 14. Well, Nyla,
No.
these things have fully descended what used to be your comrades, now a husk of their former selves. They all start to pull themselves off the spikes. All look towards the three of you, these heads just at odd angles. What would you like to do?
Shoot.
Yeah, closest one, just open fire.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start shooting. As I'm backing away, I'm just gonna start shooting.
So is this with the submachine gun?
Yeah, we're gonna use the locust one.
Yeah, go for it.
Do.
At this range, you are within 0 to 6. It is right on you.
Oh no.
So you're at a DV of 15.
How do I roll?
You should be able to just click your whatever weapon skill that you went with.
I think this was the
Pull up your sheet.
shoulder.
I believe it falls under auto fire.
Auto. Oh, yeah, there it
So
is. Okay.
you're at a DV of 15.
24.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not necessarily a quick being as it starts to step towards you, and you just unload into that thing. Roll your damage.
Do I roll damage?
And what's the rate of fire for that weapon?
Where is that?
Um,
One.
1. Okay.
And it is. Sorry. How do I roll this?
If you
It's a
click that
3D
blood drop next to the weapon, it'll roll the damage for you.
The what drop?
If you go to the fight tab there at the bottom, where you have the Vindicator, on the far right, there's the fist and the blood drop.
There we go.
15.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I'm scared.
Yeah. You just pull the trigger down, unload as just every
Whenever-
bullet you can.
When Nyla gets scared, she gets angry.
Fortunately, the shots just rip into it, causing it to start to step backwards, and then eventually just drops to the ground there in front of you.
Okay, well at least we can kill him.
You have 2 more
I
that
once
have...
saw this like Earth movie where the dead came back to life.
No!
What if it does it again?
Artak, why would you say that? No!
I don't know.
Oh my god.
You have 2 more that have hit the ground, pulled themselves off the spike, and one still lowering itself. Although this one is not the typical pure black with blue veins. Its entire body is starting to pulse blue.
Oh, yeah.
It's still up on the.
It's still lowering, yeah. It's not quite down yet. And we're down to Tartak. Sorry, Nyla, did you want to move?
I'm moving backwards. I'll still stay in range, but at the very farthest away I can get.
Perfect. Tartak.
All right, I'm running in. Opposite. I want to get into the 0 to 6 sweet spot for a shotgun and just poof, right into somebody.
Absolutely.
Um.
Point blank into that thing.
Yes. I will.
Shotgun at point blank. You're at a DV of 13.
All right. Let's go. It doesn't want to roll that for me for some reason. Let's roll that one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Ooh, 21.
Yeah. It would be hard to miss at this rate, or at this range, but absolute dead center. Pull the trigger. 20 damage.
Okay, and then 13 damage.
13.
Too many twos.
It certainly blows a chunk out of that thing. It starts to go down just from the force of the shot. And then the head just whips up to you and continues stepping forward.
Oh god.
I said.
Is that
I'm gonna take.
also rate of fire 1, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Alright. Well, that brings us to the husks. The two that have landed. One is charging towards you, Tartak, the other charging towards Sung. And the third one is going to finish its descent.
Oh boy.
Let's get out my D10. I have bloody dice. They don't show up very well on camera, but they're
Ooh.
Oh, I can see things.
they're speckled in red. Yeah,
Ah.
they're very cool. Hold up your stats. So melee works a little differently, and I'm reminding myself as well. It is the attacker's dex plus their relevant melee skill versus the defender's dex plus their evasion skill. So, Tartak, would you like to roll your evasion here?
Yeah. 20.
Yeah, no, not even close. One remaining hand starts to just lash out towards you, but you have you were born for this. It's absolutely no problem to just deflect it with the side of the shotgun, point it into its chest, and get ready to blow it away. Towards Sung. Also, it's going to make a melee attack against you. If you would roll your evasion, please. That's a 10.
Alright.
That's 26.
Ooh, that is way better than what I got.
Oh.
Oh, good. That's 2 whole damage. If you have armor, it's probably negated by the armor.
Yes. Also, I never figured out how to add shield, and would shield be before armor?
It would be before armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I ended up just dragging armor on again and then just like fully customizing it to make it a shield. Because the pop-up
Okay,
shield
cool.
kept wanting to do cybernetics and it didn't calculate right. Because it took humanity away.
What is the strength of your shield?
If it's the base mass
I
spec should be
think the thing said. Let me pull it back up. Mass Effect Shield has 15 SP.
Yeah. It flares against the blow, but otherwise keeps you unharmed.
Good.
The last one has landed. It's pulled itself off that spike. There's actually tendrils of energy, of electricity that trail along it to the ground. And that brings us down to last, which is Sun.
All right, so this thing is at point blank range.
Mhm.
So he draws his pistol and calling to mind those movies that Artak mentioned. He's going to aim for the head.
Oh.
So let me click
Boom headshot.
So
aim.
it is a -8 to the shot, but it will be a
Is-
devastating shot if it lands. Uh,
12 does it.
uh, 12. Just scroll back down. Oh, what? No, and at point blank range, you're at a DV. I always meant to get a cheat sheet for this game, but I never did. This is a
Freaking GM screen is the greatest thing.
I'm so
It's all I
jealous.
use anymore.
This is a pistol, right?
Correct.
Unfortunately,
So how
it's
does spending
DV.
luck work?
You can spend luck to just add a point to the roll.
Can I do that after?
I think you're technically supposed to do it before you know it's a pass or fail, but we're kind of playing loose with the rules. So yeah, if you want to spend the luck.
I'm gonna spend a point of luck, so that brings me down to 6 or 7.
Oh yes, I think you're right. I think it is supposed to be before you actually even roll.
Oh, okay.
But no worries. You can absolutely spend it here. That'll give you a hit.
Perfect. Alright, so now we are gonna go ahead and do the damage. And
So whatever the target's head armor would be, you multiply the damage. Okay. 8 damage. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Just holding it up to the head as it tries to claw you, starts to reel back, and then just bullet through the head, and it just disappears. The body collapses right behind it.
Artak just screams in excitement for you. She's like, yes!
All right. Nyla, you see that a majority of these things have been dropped. There's only a pair of them left.
Whatever one is closest to me is gonna get some bullets in the face.
There's one currently wrestling with Tartak, which they might take it as a personal offense if you steal that kill.
Well,
The
I'm
other
gonna do
one is the one that's glowing, physically radiating electricity, and has just started very slowly walking towards you.
oh, it's coming toward. Oh, okay, fine. I'll go after the guy walking towards me. I will shoot him.
Also with your SMG,
Mm-hmm.
at this range you are at a DV of 13.
Ooh. Wait, that did damage. Hold on. I want damage. Not yet. There we go.
Yep.
What's for now? Down.
They're full on just focusing that combat focus that you know that served you all too well. Zeroes in towards this creature. Shot lands absolutely true. 13 to the body. It takes the shots and keeps walking.
No. I keep moving back as fast as he's going. I'm going the same speed, just walking backwards.
All right, Tartak, it's to you.
Okay. Okay. This guy in front of me is looking pretty not great, right?
Yeah, you blew off like the left arm and a good quarter of the torso.
Cool. I think I want to melee him, or no, brawling. I just want to just try and punch him out, because essentially I want to try and punch him and then run for the next guy.
Absolutely.
So I'll have a rate of fire too, if I do well enough. Okay, so
Beat a 6.
okay, 17.
Yeah,
uh,
would you describe this brutal kill to us?
that's 13 damage with my fist.
God.
Yes,
What?
I think that I shot this guy, looks up at me, and I feel like it's more of in a scary movie where like sometimes something happens and it's a little comedic moment of like, oh shit, and they punch. I think that's a little bit of what's happening, of like, ew. Just like, punch him out, but kind of use my fist to push him out of the way, and I'm gonna run and try and hit the glowy guy with my
Absolutely,
second punch.
yeah.
Got 19 for me.
A -2.
Awesome.
I rolled a 1 and then a 9.
Nice. 12 for that.
And I believe that automatically goes to the body.
Yes.
It's going to... Yeah. Second attack hits. Whereas you tore through the first one, this one you rip into the flesh, which just caves under the impact, and it feels wet and slimy until you hit hard metal underneath. It is no longer walking towards you, Nyla, thankfully.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you.
Its attention
You're
has
welcome.
physically turned to Tartak. And I believe that's your turn?
Yep.
It is going to go. Its body still radiating electricity.
Is this another, I evade? Or is it doing something different?
I believe so, but I am double checking its ability just in case. Because I have run this game exactly 2 times for anyone that's watching. I love it, and I would like to play it more, but it has its chunk.
Yeah. That's why the GM screen is this stinking big. There's so much text.
Come on. Yep, it's evasion.
My.
Alrighty.
Oh. 23.
18.
Unfortunately, it feels your own claws digging in. It holds out its own hands with these just razor-sharp mechanical tips to it, and just buries them into you.
There's probably just some like instinctual weird noise that y'all hear that you probably never heard because Tartak never gets actually hit. Just like
That's 17 total, but I think your shield is going to catch 15 of that.
Yeah, my shield is gonzo.
And then your armor should
and then
stop
my
the rest of it, yeah.
Yes.
So
but
it
I am going to
tries.
store all of that because I do have a super cool
Ooh.
ability.
Ooh. Very excited.
Go kill this guy. I want to do my cool thing. Now murder him.
Yeah. That brings us to Sung.
All right. Um. Sung is going to. This one is the only one that's left, right?
Yep.
To attempt to put a few shots into this thing while not hitting Tartak, ideally.
Are you, again, aiming or just taking regular shots?
I'm gonna take regular shots this
Okay.
time.
It is a little ways away from you, so if you want to move closer, you can. But at this range, you're at a DV 15.
I'm gonna stay right where I am because I want it to focus on him.
Understandable.
My hands still just stuffed in their chest, like.
Yeah, 19 absolutely hits.
Alright. So that's the first shot. Do you want me to do both
Is it
and
rate
then
of,
combine the damage?
rate of fire 2?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Roll that second one and we'll just combine them. Because it has halfway decent armor. Or it used to. Before a certain
Alright,
Krogan.
second shot is a 15.
15 is going to just do it, yeah.
Alright. So damage on the first. And damage on the second.
And
17.
ooh. As the two of you are just locked in this embrace, you can feel that the impacts from behind this thing as its body is just jerking with each blow. And there's still a human face there. It's just mouth agape, just staring at you blankly. It's still standing. You can still move if you would like to.
Hey.
Following Nyla's example, just start. No. All right. Speaking of Nyla,
All you,
top
buddy.
of the round is to you.
Can I use my biotic ability?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I am going to lift the target up and slam him into the ground using my biotic.
Yeah. Let me pull up that. What's the ability called?
Slam.
Oh,
And it's a martial arts attack using the biotic chart.
biotic DV charts.
Mhm.
Perfect. So yeah, roll your martial arts. At this range, you're looking at a DV of 15.
$20.
Yeah. Tartak, you are locked in with this thing. It's that lightning is kind of like tingling across your skin. And then it starts to pick up off the ground. It just starts to get lifted up to the point where it's almost like two lovers, like longingly holding their hands out for an embrace. The two of you just start to get separated.
Oh my god.
The zombie and a ghost. Oh my god. God. It's terrifying.
And then he hits the ground, gets just knocked into the ground. They successful hit, they take 4d6 and fall prone.
Heck yeah.
How do I roll the 4d6? Where is it?
You can do /R space 4d6. $16, yeah. Doesn't have enough to reconstitute himself from that. Fully just slammed into this heap of metal and sloughing off flesh. And then that pulsing not only continues, but starts to grow brighter and brighter.
Oh no.
Until physically just this pulse of energy and electricity across you, Tartak, as you're the only one close enough to get hit by it.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
It's alright, I would have done it to myself.
Total of 6 damage.
Okay.
Which I think
armor account for that?
Does your armor stop? That's a fantastic question that I don't know the answer to.
I know there's like stun whips and like there's electric things in Cyberpunk. I don't remember what its rules are with.
I would say
armor.
that being a Krogan, you are typically prepared for any kind of combatant. Your armor would be, yeah, I think you'd be fine.
Cool. I think then just as like, because that was the last one alive, right? I think just as a good double tap measure, because it's like use it or lose it. When you saw one of the shields got demolished in that hit, that it all kind of correlated into their glove, just slams into him and pushes all of that shield
Oof.
out into its head. It's like 15
Oof.
damage plus.
Just make sure he's dead. He's dead.
Brutal. Wow.
Shock me.
Wow. That was pretty cool.
Thanks.
Stead-
I don't think we're being stealthy.
No.
Oh.
So, since you have been trying to keep tabs on movement, on communications, you would at least pick up activity on their communications network.
We should go.
Should go now.
We should go.
If the plan is still the vehicle depot, would any of you say that you would have codes to the depot?
I probably would.
Yes, I would. I did put points in driving for this particular instance in case we need it, so I have the
Absolutely.
ability at least. I don't know if you would trust me.
Open behind the wheel. We would just go straight at the dig and run over people if that happened.
Only if they piss me off and cut me off or look at me the wrong way or if I haven't eaten yet or
If it's Tuesday.
it's Tuesday.
Yeah. You'd no problem get into the vehicle bay. Fortunately for you, this attack happened all so quickly that you still have your choice. You have the lightweight kind of scouting vehicles that, Nyla, you're probably more used to seeing.
Yeah.
You have the full-on transportation tankers. And then you have kind of the middle ground of just like more armored, slower trucks.
Okay, do we want to go? Which one's the quietest? I'm guessing the armored trucks are not too quiet.
Not so much. They also have a weapon on the back.
Weapon or quiet?
Well, I mean, they already know we exist. So do we want to try and hide again or just be prepared for them to find us?
My vote is prepared.
Rich says, go loudest, trust me.
I like that.
Okay. All
I mean,
right.
we could use the armored one that's got a weapon on it, or we could take just that middle armored one and I can just like stick my head out the sunroof. My gun shoots a long ways.
I mean, that also works. No matter what we are, we have a Krogan, so we have a weapon.
All right.
So yeah, middle one with our Krogan friend Tartek spitting out of the window. We're still only going halfway, right? We'll hit the halfway point and then stop, and then we'll stealth.
It
Don't
seems.
give me that look, Tartek. I know you can stealth.
I don't know. I really do. Look, I'm very confident in my abilities. I'm not confident in that one.
I believe in you. I believe you
Thanks.
can do it. I have faith in you.
Okay. You know what? I'll try it. For you guys, I'll try it.
Okay. I Tartek, you were driving then?
I mean, if one of y'all wants to drive so I can shoot, that's
I
probably
have.
preferable.
Oh, right. You're shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're shooting. Song, do you have any driving abilities? I have 1 level in driving land vehicles. I assume from all the scouting I do, but
That's more than me.
okay, I'll drive.
Okay. Uh, Leben sign. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. Heckin' appreciate it. And for like the other 14 people that followed, y'all are amazing. Let's get some nice action music.
I'm gonna, since we're currently foregoing stealth, I'm gonna take another crack at seeing if I can. Would I be able to with the Wyoming tool?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
See if I can take another crack. Maybe throw them off our tail.
So, I will. If the goal is to send a distraction, that's slightly different than just finding them and kind of eavesdropping on their communications. Do you have a preference of what's more important in case you don't have time to do both?
Let's see if I can even get into their communications, and then if I can
Go from there. Okay, yeah.
Correct.
Go for it.
So I imagine I would be using their comms to create that distraction. So.
Makes sense to me.
Confirm.
With the fact that you partially were successful before, now you just kind of follow the same pattern, the same route that you took the first time, managed to get into their network. You can definitely see the activity pointing towards the fact that they're aware there are intruders on the surface. They are sending teams up to investigate, but otherwise a vast majority of them are kept below to continue to excavate.
Okay. Can I basically like spoof ping like where, like locations like, oh, intruders spotted here?
Absolutely. Send up false reports, yeah.
Yeah. Would that also be electronics?
Yes, it would.
Cool. Alright. I'm gonna spend, let's do 3 points of luck. Because I feel like I really want this to succeed. Confirm.
22. Yeah.
Really?
No problem. You can see that most of these teams, as they've started to divert out following those fake signals, what may have been a very difficult force to sneak past or fight through has now thinned down to maybe one small squad of Geth.
Alright, I've
Awesome.
shaken the most of them off our tail, but there's still going to be a few.
Thanks, Song. That helps a lot.
It's just
And I imagine our shields would charge at this point, right?
Mhm.
Cool. Let's go ahead and put that back up to 15.
Well, with Nyla at the wheel, Tartak at the gunner seat, and Sung continuing to send off false messages, trying to keep you under the radar, the three of you start headed towards the main mining facility. And I feel like before we hit another point of action, we can use this point to take a quick break, give everyone a chance to grab a drink, stretch your legs, do whatever it is you gotta do, and give us just a few minutes. We'll be right back, everybody. See you soon. Welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You are safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locust.
We travel anywhere and everywhere,
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us, and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
And welcome back. Where we left off, our heroes had dispatched whatever those things were. Your former comrades and companions turned into these blackened, empty, soulless creatures that tried to eat you and or blow you to pieces. But they weren't successful. You didn't have to break into the vehicle bay because you all had codes for one reason or another. Decided on the medium-sized transportation truck with a mounted machine gun on top.
Also known as our Krogan.
And thanks to some well-placed shenanigans from Sun Lao, a vast majority of the defenses that were headed to intercept you have been called off. You're left with a small squad at best of actual Geth soldiers.
Good.
And that makes it easier.
Oh, the music once again. Epidemic sound. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Nyla, being behind the wheel, you punch the gas. You are sticking to the road, kind of swerving in and out, occasionally losing a little bit of traction, getting that nice swerve around corners.
Turn the radio up really loud.
There we go. You get through like this kind of outskirts colony to the point where you're actually hitting just open desert. You know that you're not far from the actual base of the mining facility, and you can look up to your left and see that tram rail. So it would be very difficult to be lost at this point. It also means that it's difficult to find cover for majority of this drive.
Yeah.
Now, you know that those insect-like drop pods that they use have done sweeps in the past looking for survivors. Now that they've detected something, those might come out again. Are there any precautions you'd like to take?
How far up is the tram?
Good. Maybe 30 feet up?
Should I drive underneath it?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're driving underneath the tram, so it's harder to see from above.
Perfect. So, sorry, I think I interrupted you.
I was gonna say something, but I like her idea better, so.
All right. You kind of pull off to where you're under that massive steel railway. There's the occasional pillar that you kind of have to swerve around, but majority of your trip now is at least blocked from anyone that might be scanning above you.
Now, whatever the halfway point is, I'll just if there's cover, I'll stop. Like if there's a building or something. Otherwise, just probably stop in the middle underneath the tram.
Yeah, you would eventually reach the outer wall, the kind of the edge of the structure that it marks where civilian employees are allowed to go. You three, of course, have no problem venturing beyond, but anyone not trained in combat or survival on this planet, they're not allowed past this point. Though all of the security gates, just these massive, like 40-foot wide, 30-foot tall metal gates, all of them are wide open. Certainly could stop, get out, enter the actual compound on foot, or drive in.
Is this about the halfway point?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop and just like turn around in the car and be like, so, are we still getting out here or?
I do have this gun.
You do have this gun.
But
Son, can you tell how many are still in this place?
I'll take a quick look, see if I can figure out what we're up against.
Because if there were like, what, a dozen? I say we drive in with the Krogan. Otherwise, we should probably get out of the car and...
There were about 10 that came out in total to meet you, and your calls scattered them out throughout the compound. So, at most, you might hit a pair of them. If you were to drive in, you would certainly draw more attention and, of course, would give Tartak more opportunity to target practice.
Okay, well, we know Tartak's answer.
I mean, I'll default to whatever y'all want to do, but there's a machine gun on a truck, and I've never got to use it.
What do you say, Sloan?
You say if we're fast and quiet, we can take out the two remaining, and if we use the truck as a plan B.
Is there a way?
Okay. What if? Here's an idea. Okay. What if y'all sneak? Get in some good position somewhere. I drive the truck in, hop up in the gunner seat, and just start shooting the shit out of everybody. It's a good distraction. And y'all can pick some people off.
That is actually kind of what I was thinking, except you wouldn't be in the car, the vehicle. Is there a way, like a brake or something, that I could just put on the pedal so that the car goes straight by itself and into the dig?
Being Soon could absolutely program it to do that.
We should do that, so then it distracts everybody and we can come behind.
I like this plan.
But your assault cannon on the back. Won't get to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, my toy.
That is
my toy broke.
an auto fire for 6d6 damage weapon.
Alright, we need to use this gun. Okay.
I tried.
I mean, I can still distraction and pull right up to the edge of the dig site.
Okay, but we don't know how many are down there.
Yeah, down in the dig site, it could be.
Come out like insects.
It could be a dozen. It could be 50.
We'll find out real quick. Okay. Wherever I need to distract.
Mally's okay with this being a TPK, so.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I could just drive the whole car in the hole, I'm sure, and then just go.
Let's not do that.
Dynamic entry.
I do think you should drive the car in and we'll come up behind. I like this idea. We all get what we want.
All right.
Where's a good location? I'll look to Sung at that point, but where's a good location? Maybe that I can pull some people and give y'all plenty of cover.
If you're looking for a vantage point, you have the actual helipad docks, which are kind of raised up above the ground. Otherwise, everything else is pretty level until you reach the mine, and then it starts to descend.
Okay.
Okay, so we're headed for high ground, and we're trying to get distraction so we can get there.
I think Tartak is headed to high ground, and the rest of you are slipping past.
Gotcha. Okay.
If I understand the plan correctly.
Yeah. Tartak should just be the focus, so it's easy for them to see and come out so that they can shoot everything that's moving except for us.
I really like that last part of that, especially.
Please don't shoot us. Please.
Don't get in the way. I'm kidding. I won't shoot you. Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't shoot humans or Turians.
Yeah, because these so
y'all
far
look pretty different.
all we've seen are the Geth, right? There have
Right.
been nothing else. Okay. Yeah. All the Geth. Shoot the Geth.
All right. Then Tartak sledding into behind the driver's seat. Sorry, Nyla, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is there a straight line for Tartak to go down?
Oh, absolutely. It is straight through the gate into the helipad area where you're kind of going to take a ramp, land, and then you are just on a raised platform surrounded by even ground.
Cool.
Love it.
I think that Sung and I should sneak forward a little so we're ahead of you and not having to run after the car.
Smart.
So
okay.
I think you go ahead once we're in position. Sun can. I'm assuming that we can talk to each other. We all have money tools.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let you know when we're in position.
Alrighty then.
Cool.
With the two of you sneaking ahead, then roll your. I believe they call it stealth.
Yep.
Ew.
It's either stealth or sneaking at a 50-50 shot.
My stealth's a whole whopping 2, so there's a reason I'm in a car.
Wow.
I'm 19.
19 and a 22. The two
That
of
sounds
you
about right.
wait for a moment where that desert wind just picks up, just absolutely fills this area with that layer of sand. Pull up that scarf, that mask, and the two of you just slip in unnoticed.
I feel like we would get close enough to the dig that we can see it, but not like right up against it. I want to hide behind like a building so we can see the dig.
Yeah, perfect.
And me on one side and you on the other.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Tartak. Slide into the driver's seat. The gate's there in front of you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, when I get the all clear, everyone's in place, and I've probably very ungracefully made my way to the driver's seat with all my armor in bulk, trying to get through there.
Slide the seat back as far as it goes.
Yeah, just got scooted way far back. Yeah, I get all lined up where I can see my straight shot. Do a little like hype up, look myself in the mirror, mantra like you can do this, you're awesome, and then I gun it.
Absolutely.
I probably like just for funsies to bring even more attention to myself, like shoot my actual assault rifle auto fire out the window just to make noise. And then I'm driving.
There is no question that you are drawing the attention of anything that was out here. Just roar through the gate. Physically slam into the base of the stairs, the ramp, until it finally pops up and over, and you just come to a screeching stop there on about a 30-foot wide platform. And so their comms are going wild right now. They don't know what is happening, but they are starting to swarm in response. And once again, would you all roll initiative?
Could I possibly, pre-initiative, but if not, totally fine. Could I, as I like pull, slide in, stop, and I'm going up to the gunner, drop a smoke grenade around my car?
Ooh.
I have anti-dazzle and I can see through smoke, and I'm hoping maybe that'll give me a little bit of cover.
I love it. Absolutely.
Okay.
And just hit me with whatever you roll for your initiative.
You say that was reflex?
Reflex plus a d10, yeah.
Not great. 11 for me.
Holy shit.
I was literally about to say we haven't had exploding dice yet.
There
you just did.
Nyla with a 24.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god, Pop's preem.
And so, is that a 15?
Sure is.
A few squads to roll for, so give me a second.
Nyla's just laughing at the spectacle we just saw. I'm like, I think we should have told them that they didn't need to be subtle about it.
I don't know if Krogans have a word for subtlety. I think that is...
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Well, at the very tippy top of initiative with a 24, Nyla.
So what do I see?
Immediately, you see your friend, your companion, your battle brother drop the smoke grenade. That smoke starts to pour up and just billow out around the truck.
Impressive.
A squad of Geth pass by you, never even looking near your direction. They look like they have basic Geth weaponry. Another squad comes from kind of the opposite angle headed up the street, they seem to have much more heavy weaponry, more anti-vehicle weaponry. And from almost like the triangle of the squads coming to a point, there's a second squad of basic weaponry geth headed in.
Well, this is fine. This will be fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will, when the ones that run by me, I will be cool and step out from behind the wall, and as they're running, just start shooting them in the back.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I have no sense of honor.
They're geth. They'd do the same to you.
Yeah.
At this range, with an SMG, you are at a DV of 15. So your weapon doesn't have auto fire.
No.
What's the weapon that you're using?
The locust?
The locust. Where?
What's the second one under assault rifle?
There it is. It is auto fire 3.
Yeah.
So that means that you could roll your auto fire instead of your normal. I think it rolls shoulder mounted weapons normally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you do, then for every point that you beat the DV of 15 by, it multiplies your damage.
Okay, let's do that. I am going to, whichever one is like directly in front of me as I step out. Just shoot them in the back.
Sorry, slight correction. If you hit, you roll 2d6 and then multiply it by the amount that you beat the DV by. Up to a max of whatever your auto fire is, so up to a max of 3.
Okay. Oh. The opposite.
You got a crit the first time for initiative, a crit success, and then for your first shot, a crit failure.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Gotta get both of them out of the way.
You know this game uses D10s, not D2s, right?
Would you like to paint this scene of stepping out from cover, feeling that cool moment?
So cool! Yeah, I go to shoot and my gun misfires.
It is just a... Unfortunately, not quite braced for that recoil as you just went full auto, and it just trailed upwards.
Yup. Oops.
Anything else? You want to just flip back into cover?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes. Right back. Hopefully, maybe they didn't notice.
You know what? They also rolled a 1 and then a 6. Nope. With the sound of Tartak. Nope.
Look out. Lucky!
I'm also just like screaming. I've blasted the radio up even louder than you had left it.
Well, the first squad is the regular weapons team across from Nyla and Sim, so they're not the closest ones to you. But they are going to just continue sprinting up, weapons out, and just start filling the air with gunfire, trying to hit the truck. You are in smoke. That is going to negatively affect them.
So I do also have a high ref. If it ever is attacking me, I can attempt to dodge.
Oh.
But if they're like hitting the car.
Right. I think because of the smoke, they are just going to be hitting the car. First one is going to be a 18. You are going to hear bullets starting impacting the armor. Thankfully, you did choose the armored one. Second one's a 20-something, yeah. They are starting to plink against the armor, but nothing has come close to you yet. And we're down to Sony.
Alright. So, Sung is going to try and move into a better position to take a few shots with his pistol.
Yeah, move a little closer.
Yeah.
That will put you up to... With pistol, from this range, you were looking at a DV of 20.
Oof. Alright.
Probably can't do worse than Nyla. You just watch this happen, and then her quickly duck behind, like, ooh.
Gonna pour any of that remaining luck into there?
No, let's just hit that DV of 20.
And you're gonna hit it. Yeah.
Nice.
Get to sprint up a bit, come to that sliding stop, handgun out, take the shot. No problem.
Alright.
For 7.
7 points of damage.
These are not husks. I need to actually pull up the Geth stats.
No, it's fine. We can fight the husk.
Yeah, if you want him to be a husks, I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. Yeah. It does impact. Causes one to come, to kind of slow that run. The head turns back, that single ocular eye whips back to you. Anything else?
Now that it's turned, I'm gonna take that second shot.
Ooh, yes, go for it.
Ah, son of a bitch.
So close. This time it manages to find just that sliver of cover that it falls back behind, and the shot just dings off against it. All right. That your turn?
I think that is gonna be me.
That will bring us to the heavy weapons team. We're both going to put their shots into the truck. They're high explosive weapons. Thankfully, you are in smoke. 14, I don't believe is going to hit the DV this range. Oh, not even close. And a 16, nope. Both shots just streak past. They aren't yet zeroed in thanks to the smoke, but the more shots they miss, the more they're going to start maybe landing a few. And that brings us down to Tartak.
It won't live to try again, maybe. Those big bullet sounds, I would like to target those guys.
Yep. So this is either heavy weapon or a auto fire.
Cool beans. What is my range? What's my DV currently?
That's a fantastic question. With the technically counts as an assault rifle, from this range, you're at a DV of 15. Assault rifles are badass.
I was trying to decide if I was gonna headshot or not, but I'm gonna shoot normally. But I am also just gonna normal, not auto fire.
Okay. And because you are technically targeting squads of Geth, any spillover damage if one dies, I'm just going to count as damage onto the next one.
Gotcha.
So yeah, go for it.
A lot of luck. don't want. No, I'll do it later. I'll save it. That's 20.
20, yeah. That's
Hey,
6d6.
17. Two freaking ones. So sad.
Just light up the ground in front of him and just trail the gun upwards. It just starts ripping away pieces of armor. Two of them start to hit cover. You've managed to clip most of them. One of them is nearly torn to shreds.
Awesome. Yeah, just duck my little head into the armored vehicle.
Perfect.
I say little head, my,
your tiny little
3-foot round head.
The final squad is going to turn back towards you soon. Their assault rifles in hand. At this range, because assault rifles are amazing.
Pretty sure that's going to be a 15.
There's a 15. That's a 19 for the first one, 18 for the second one, and 18 for the third one.
Definitely don't like that.
Nope.
That's 14 damage from the first one. So your shield has 1 left. Second one is 12. So it'll tear through the rest of the shield and do 11.
Alright, then that'll...
What is your
chew
armor?
through my armor. 11.
So first trio of shots starts to plink through the shield. Second one rips through the shield and then through the armor. Third one. 6.
That's 6 hit points?
6 hit points.
Alright. That hurt.
But that is the entire squad done. And then we're back to the top of the round, which is Nyla.
Let's try this again. This time I'm not going to be all cool, but I'm going to peek around and see how far away have they gotten from me.
They did continue their run until they stopped and turned to fire. So with an SMG at this range, you were looking at a DV of 20.
Okay. I am going to leave my cover. Because they still don't know I'm there, right?
They seem to be pretty focused on Sung at the moment.
That's cool. I'm going to come up behind them and start shooting. And then I'm going to turn around and run.
Regular shots or another auto fire?
Let's do auto fire.
Okay.
Since I plan on doing this fast.
You said you are moving up?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up so that I'm
That will bring your DV down to 15.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move up because I'm gonna turn around and run back to my spot. I am not the bravest of Turians. Maybe why I'm not in the Turian military.
That's probably it.
Do.
21. So that is auto fire 3. So 2d6 times 3.
That was /R.
Yep.
Do I just say times 3 in the thing, or do I times it outside?
We can just multiply it.
Cool. Oh.
So
That's nice.
27 points of damage. This time, you have lock on. The first one that has
figured it out.
like the first two plinked off the armor and the shield from Sung, and the third one has started, weapon up, marching towards him for the killing shot, and you just fill him with bullets till he drops. Continue the fire onto the next one, which is going to slip past the armor. Not going to quite drop the second one, but did a decent amount of spillover damage.
Cool. I turn around and run back to my hiding spot.
They are aware of you now.
Okay, but at least you see me.
The faraway squad, they're going to continue to fire at the truck. They're going to move closer. So for that, 17 is going to hit the truck. 14 is not, and a 14 is not. So the truck is taking a beating, but still seems to be holding strong.
That's a good truck. Good thing we picked that one.
Soon.
Alright, so I'm going to move to cover.
Good call.
And then I'm going to activate my tactical cloak.
Oh. What does your cloak do?
Mechanically, it gives me a +3 to my, let me pull it up. When activated, you get a +3 modifier to stealth for 4 combat rounds, or until you open fire or take an action.
Okay.
Specialized tech can upgrade the ability to allow for full speed movement, and the option to take 1 shot undetected, or the ability to stay still and fire for 4 rounds undetected. I don't imagine I'm specialized.
I don't think so. Not at this point. But still,
Okay.
very, very handy.
So yeah, I'm gonna get to cover, press myself flat against it, and,
Just
for a
physically
bit.
meld into it. Alright.
That way I can give my shield a chance to recover.
Alright, that brings us back to the heavy weapons team. One of them is severely wounded and will have a penalty to the shots. But they are still firing through the smoke. 4 minus 4 is going to flatten out. That's not going to do it. An 8, however, at this range is going to make that a 17, which is going to hit the side of the truck.
Oh no, our truck!
No!
Please don't kill our truck.
14 points of damage to the truck, which is going to start to slip through its armor. And the last one firing is a 10 plus a 5. That one's absolutely going to hit. 13, 16. Also going to start plinking away. The first explosion hits, kind of rocks the truck on its axis a bit. Second one hits almost the same spot. It physically causes it to spin about a quarter turn. But that's them done. And we are back to Tartak. Tartak, sorry.
How dare they touch my truck? I'll shoot him again.
Still heavy weapons shot. They have moved within a closer range with an assault rifle that's putting you at a DV 13.
Wonderful. I'm going to shoot for the head.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use some luck.
So an
I
aimed
want
shot.
both of these guys so dead. Yes. So I will still do heavy weapons since I can't aim with auto fire.
Yeah.
How
DV of
much
13.
13. I have a base of 13 and the skill 12. So I have to roll 2 or more. I'm gonna throw like minus. I'm gonna throw all my luck in it. Screw it. That'll negate most of the negative. So
Okay.
whatever I roll, it's -3. Oh wait, it'll let me -3 here.
Nice.
That still do it. Did I minus the 3?
Roll mod -3. Yep.
22.
That is a 22. Please roll your 6d6. We will subtract 4 for the armor of the head.
27.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Times
awesome.
2, baby!
So 27 minus the armor of the head down to 23, doubled to 46, Please describe this scene to us.
Yeah, I think with both of them getting hit, it probably even squishes in a little bit, and so it's uncomfortable. Hears over the comms like friends in trouble, Sung's getting shot. It's just absolutely angry. And unlike most Krogans, when Tartak is actually angry, it is the silent, stoic kind of angry. Like, normally very loud and bombastic, but then as soon as it's, like, actually pissed, just levels in. So yeah, I think they just stand up, look right in the eye of that Geth, and just fully blow into the two of them, and then just turn immediately and focus in on the... Is there anyone left in the team that was attacking?
No, that is obliterating the heavy weapons team.
Oh, yeah, no, is there anyone left of the team that's attacking my friends? Because I know there's the one running.
Yes, all three of them are still standing.
Cool. Then, yeah, I think I just turn and focus in on that one.
Just ripping them to shreds, and then turning like it's nothing.
Yeah.
That's so badass.
Okay. Krogan are terrifying. That brings us to the squad that you just set your sights on. They now know you're there, Nyla. They don't know where Soon went. You do have a good amount of cover from them. So they are going to use their movement to get closer, try to negate as much of that cover as they can. No. 8. It was a 1 and then an 8. That's no chance. A 2 and a 2. Nope. Not even close. Their bullets are just chipping off the metal crate that you're standing behind. Not even close.
Yep.
And that brings us to you. Top of the round.
I'll wait till there's a pause from them, and then immediately, like, from a much lower position than they thought I was at, just come out and just start shooting again.
Absolutely. Another auto fire, or?
Yeah. That's apparently what I'm good at, so let's do that.
Apparently.
That's been working out well for me.
A 19 at this range, because they did move closer. With an SMG, you are at a DV of 15. So again, please roll 2d6 times 3.
Jesus.
Auto fire is amazing. It does burn through your ammo very, very quickly.
21.
21 is going to finish off the first one.
Yeah.
And is going to start putting damage into the second one.
Well, there's only 2 up now? Or is there just 1 up?
There are 2 up. One of them is pretty severely hurt. The other is pretty fresh.
Cool. Yes. And then I will quick duck back around the corner.
Absolutely. The team on the far end, furthest away from any of you, thanks to the truck being turned and pushed back, don't actually have a shot now. So they are simply just going to keep marching up. And that brings us to Soon.
So I know I've got to give it a little bit of time while my shields recharge, so hesitant to pop back out and take any shots. Trying to think of what else.
Yeah, a shield takes 2 rounds of cover without taking any damage to fully regenerate.
I got them focused on me now, so we're able to take that time.
Just trying to see if there's anything I can do in the meantime. Alright, so I've hacked into their communications. I'm wondering if I can use that offensively in any way.
If I could offer a suggestion.
Sure.
You could get the door to the actual mine open. Could also hack open the door to the explosives cache. And you could actually prime them from here if you'd like to.
That one. That one.
That one. Definitely that one.
Yeah.
Now that's what we came here to do.
I don't at all feel like you need to roll for this. I feel like this would be a walk in the park for you, but you can roll it if you'd like to.
Would this be electronics or basic?
Electronics.
Alright. Boop.
17, absolutely. You... Not to get you in any trouble with the Alliance or anything, but you may have hacked past their security systems a few times. You know, just as you do. So this is child's play. It's a cakewalk. You find the codes. If anyone were in that room with the thermal detonators, they would see one by one these massive barrel-looking devices just blink on and then start blinking red.
Excellent. And I'm gonna sit tight behind cover and
perfect.
Take pride in job well done.
So at the end of this round, this will be 2 rounds of not getting hit and being in cover. So start of the next round, you will have your shield back.
Beautiful.
All right. Heavy weapons team is dead. I can mark them off. Tire attack.
Good riddance. All right. Yeah. I think now, because those guys made me angry. Now I'm gonna auto fire into the team attacking my friends.
Okay. Auto fire. That is a different DV chart. At this range, auto fire. You are at a DV 17.
I can do that.
You can do it!
As long as I don't get a 1, I can do it. 19!
Absolutely. So,
and it's auto fire 4?
Auto fire 4, yep.
What? Oh, well. So what's 7 times 4? I can math.
28. That is going to rip apart the first one and rip apart the second one.
Yeah.
They just get mowed down with auto fire.
You? The next team. And then I realize I can't see them, and I'm like, oh, fine. I start climbing out of the vehicle.
It served you well.
Yeah.
As that squad is cut down, soon the reports start to change. They are noticing the losses, having them pull back, making sure that no one actually breaches the mine. You catch like little glimpses of them through the steel beams, through the buttresses, as they start retreating back to that massive mine door. And you all hear over your comms, your Omni tools. You're still alive up there. Great. Look, I'm coming up. My name is Saren. I'm a Spectre.
Oh, Saren.
Cool, our backup's here. Totally great. I have no suspicions at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
We lived.
The mine doors start to open.
Wait. To our private comms? Listen, our backup was coming from the Citadel, not inside, right?
Yeah, definitely coming from up. Why?
I climbed back into the vehicle.
They're supposed to come from the sky. Why are they coming from? Why was he down there? Why was he down there with the things, the geth? I have suspicions.
A lone Tyrian starts strolling up, sees the wreckage, sees the smoke that has started to die down from the smoke grenade. You notice that the back right of your truck is now smoking all on its own from the impacts of grenades.
Sure, this is fine.
You can see that he does have a pack that's fairly large. There's something in it that he is hauling up. But you see him tap his Omni tool. You did great, surviving. Now look, what's down there? I managed to clear up most of it, but if you could, go down, secure the rest of the mining facility. Wait for backup. Sorry, I'll wait for backup.
Did we just see him walk out of the same door that the geth went into?
They were headed towards. They're still they're basically on an intercept course with him.
Cool.
Not very empathetic, but I want a human perception this guy. Or species perception.
Species perception. Go for it.
Insight check. Hope that's in here.
That's
human perception.
13, not bad,
Okay,
not bad,
okay, cool.
not bad. I have 2 and an empathy of 5, so I was like, I don't. Actually, my empathy should be lower than that.
You have more empathy than I do.
Empathy of 3. It didn't update for some reason, so it's 10 or 11.
Fine. Fine.
Sorry, Nyla, were you also rolling?
Yeah, I don't like this. From one Turian to another.
Yeah, go for it.
Not cool with
I was told to not shoot Turians, so I'm not gonna do it.
Slightly better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 do it.
I mean,
Nyla.
if he is indeed a Spectre, it would kind of make sense that he could slip past their defenses, get into the mines without anyone noticing. They're certainly trained, skilled warriors. They could clear out death pretty easily. It kind of makes sense, but also he's very calm, doesn't seem at all wounded or out of breath in any way. There's something that's not quite adding.
Do the geth that are approaching him look like they are afraid of him? Or does it look like they're attacking him?
It looks like they're going to just sprint right past him. He does look over, starts to reach for his weapon, sees him run past, just shakes his head.
Don't like that. No, I don't.
It makes total sense to me.
Sung, did you hear anything on their communications about a Turian down there?
Did I?
Oh. He must be good. Must have been just snuck right past him.
It's not a peep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down there. No, I don't think so.
I am giving you a direct order, straight from the Citadel. I am a Spectre.
Yeah, but like you don't sign my paychecks. That's like a thing that I go by as whoever sign. Like, do you want to hire me? Do you want to like? You can start the contract paperwork now.
What he said. What they said. Nope. Nope.
Fine.
Right,
sit there.
This might be a long shot.
Go ahead.
If there's one thing that the Citadel is all about, It is bureaucracy. Would my talents in that, would that come into play here to try and, maybe I'm not so good with people, but I am good with, with red tape and how it works. Would that factor in any way to see if this dude's legit or?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Perfect.
You may not be a Spectre yourself, but their processes are pretty thorough, and it's definitely something that you could have looked into.
That is much better.
16. If this is indeed official Spectre business, which you do know that a Spectre was on their way here, though that would have been very quick. They would have had to have been just a short jump to this planet in order to have already gotten here and cleared out the Geth. I would definitely say that even you, it's not great at reading people, it's not starting to add up. Something's wrong.
Alright, I obviously, once again, falling back on my lack of knowledge about the Mass Effect universe, I want to ask him, it's like, hey, where did you say you had come from? And see if maybe I can, like, if he says, like, a planet or system that, like, if he says he's straight from the Citadel, then obviously that's bullshit. If he's from, like, yeah, I just, from, like, that moon right there, then that makes sense?
Yeah. It's
basically trying to trap him in his lie.
It's a moment of him physically coming to a stop, glaring at the three of you, and then keeps walking, not quite towards you, almost like he's trying to skirt you and eventually walk past you in a very, very cocky manner. He is physically just strolling. I was on patrol.
Training this big old gun.
Alright, if you want to sit up here, be cowards, let them wreak havoc down below, fine.
You just came up from down there.
Yeah,
You left from down there?
my mission's done.
What was your mission? What do you got? What's in that bag?
What's in the bag?
Just taps the side of it a few times. Citadel business.
God, I hate the Citadel.
Soon, would you roll your... So I feel like you just kind of generally are always keeping like one ear on any sort of electrical disturbances, any communications mistakes, anything unusual. You're just keeping an ear out. Would you roll your perception?
Perception. I'm good at that as long as it's not humans.
My eyeballs, great. My humans, not so much. You are picking up a signal from above. Usually those little insectoid carriers. This is different. This is larger. Much larger.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, no offense, buddy. You look pretty scrawny compared to me, and one of those things really hurt me bad. You look fine.
He does actually laugh a little at that. What are your names?
We've got incoming.
Why?
It's just so I can offer a commendation once I get back. Maybe they'll bring you into the Citadel, put you to some real work.
Why would I? No. I just said I don't like the Citadel.
Rather die in a dust ball like this? Fine.
Looking for the incoming that Sung told us about.
The clouds above you start to part at one point. Looks like one of those drop shifts is starting to come through. And then that metal tip just continues to fall through the clouds. Another one. Another one. Multiple pointed tips of this ship that just starts breaking through the atmosphere.
Oh no.
Hey, out of character, how much do we want to TPK? Because Tartak really wants to shoot Saren.
Ooh.
Just saying.
I mean,
Hey, thing that's coming out of the sky. I'm sure
memories-
that's fine. I mean,
like
hey.
out of character.
What are you gonna say, Millie?
I think we might have lost them.
Oh, no.
I see it.
I think we lost you for a second. What'd you say?
Oh shit. Am I back?
Yes.
Yep, you're back.
Okay. I know we had so based on what I remember, agreed. Fuck Saren. But also out of character. I know we had a plan with the explosives.
Mm-hmm.
What's that again?
We were gonna use them. We were gonna chuck them down in the mine and hopefully blow it up.
I mean, they're like blinking, right? Or do we have to
Saren
move
in
them
there
somewhere?
and then do that?
You could leave them there. You're going to collapse the mine so that, anything that's inside isn't really getting out anytime soon. But if you did physically move them down into the mine, that entire thing is collapsing. Everything in it is gone.
Collapse the mine and let's mono v mono.
Let's do it.
Saren to the death.
Yeah.
That thing coming out of the sky, I'm sure is fine and not going to take over the planet at all. It's totally cool. Cool.
It almost looks like
So-
a giant hand and arm.
Yep, that's fine. I'm sure that's help. Somebody coming to help.
That's obviously from the Citadel.
Yep.
I mean, specters are pretty cool. So, well, not
Famed
this
for
one.
their hand and arm ships.
All right.
Yeah, let's blow this fucking joint.
Yeah.
Oh, boo. Boo, Arvital.
Well.
I hate to admit this, but that is my husband.
For the third and final time, would you all roll your initiative as you face down Saren?
I'm
sure this will be fine.
fine. Fine. Pretty sure I know how this ends.
Oh.
Wish I would have used all my luck if I known Saren was walking out the damn mine.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus shit.
Oh god, Nyla with a 2.
I didn't know initiative could be that low.
I'm very distracted by the thing coming out of the sky.
Fair.
What is that?
Soon with an 8. Tartak with a 13.
Alright guys, I'm sure he's gonna roll a terrible initiative.
Saren with an 18.
Terrible initiative, I said.
Well, thankfully, Saren is not actually the first thing to go.
Oh, good.
The ship above you is going to use its turn to descend. It's still a ways up there, but it is descending.
So we're gonna get vaporized by a reaper.
Hey, you're getting your wish.
Now Saren is going to go.
There's a reason nobody's heard of this planet.
There's a reason. Yeah, he's just gonna pull out the assault rifle. Nyla, unfortunately, feel like you are probably the easiest shot at the moment, with Soon.
Her gun just hanging by her side, looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
Like, not even paying attention.
Yeah, he's just gonna take his shot against you. As soon as I can find his dang stat.
Nope, they're gone. They're all gone.
Oh, wow. Seems unfair.
No.
No.
I don't like what just happened.
A 26 at this range. And I don't think your reflex is high enough that you can try to dodge it.
Probably.
Hey, how does Defy the Gods work? Because I'd kind of like to.
That means that you could simply choose for his attack to have missed.
I'd all in favor?
Well, we need to like do something to ensure the place blows, or are we like set for that? Because I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
Not that you not
true.
getting hit isn't, but
You set the charges, right? Like that.
They are set. So you have the choice of blowing them up here, collapsing the entrance to the mine, or taking the time to throw them down the shaft and collapsing the entire mine.
I mean, I think at this point, just closing the opening would help. Would at least give us time for the other specters to actually show up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
that
you
was just my only thought of defy the gods for blowing up a mine, but if not,
you could spend defy the gods to make them go off now.
Ooh, I like that.
That would be cool.
All right. Then with we'll say when you set them, you activated them, you primed them, you put in a failsafe, just that took those few extra moments that if you didn't send a signal to it every, say, minute or so, it was going to go off automatically. You intentionally...
Yeah, dead man switch.
You intentionally missed that signal, and as he pulls up his weapon to start absolutely shredding Nyla apart, there's a massive explosion that rips the entirety of that structure behind him to pieces. You all, except for maybe Tartak, because cool guys look at explosions, have to shield your eyes for a moment as it is just a blinding flame. Saren is unfortunately knocked almost to the ground. His shot goes wild.
I like to think this is the exact reason that Tartak got the anti-dazzle on their eyes.
So they could look at it
for these situations.
Absolutely.
Cannon.
He's going to use the rest of his movement to just sprint to cover. And that brings us to Tartak.
Oh boy, he went to cover. That little shit. What is the situation on where they are compared to me on this helipad?
You're a good 20 feet up.
Okay.
You still do have access to your enormous mounted cannon.
Yeah. I think, is the cover something I could like blow through, or
with that weapon, if you hit it with a full flurry of rounds, yeah, you'd carve through it pretty quick.
Okay. I think that's just what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna just full auto if that's what needs to be done to get rid of said cover. So that way the other two can for sure get shots.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I have it on get on stream. There's horchata and your burrito.
This is the best day.
I would
Thank
like
you.
as well.
Yeah, seconded, thirded.
Bring me food.
At this range, with auto fire, with the assault rifle, you are at a DV of 20.
Oh.
You could do it.
Auto fires 18. So let's do it.
Yeah?
20.
Just hit it. The cover that he's standing behind, just this concrete and metal pillar, just starts to get shredded to pieces, chipping off massive chunks of concrete until you can physically see him hiding behind it, and there is nothing left. What little cover it gives isn't enough to hide him from anything.
Nice.
Beautiful. Do I still roll my damage, or is that like... Because I was just looking to get rid of cover for everyone else.
I just
so.
assumed that you rolled super high damage.
Perfect. Then yeah.
All right. That brings us to Soon.
All right. So now that I've got a shot on him, since that cover's gone, I'm gonna take it. So let's go ahead and pull that trigger a couple of times.
With a pistol, right? At this range, you are at a DV of 30.
Oh.
Oh, shit. That is way farther than I thought. Am I committed, or can I?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
That would be a dick move.
Yes, you have
Well,
to.
I just wasn't sure how the game worked.
No.
Please
take your move.
The thing. Yeah, I will move towards him. That move of 7 get me somewhere more
That's
reasonable?
gonna bring you to, with a pistol, a DV of 25.
Ooh, that's still...
Yeah, pistols are great at close range, but...
Yeah.
I also friggin' love Cyberpunk Red. This game is so good.
Alright, so instead of attacking, I am once again going to activate my tactical cloak. And just move in closer. Try and stay stealthed until the moment that I can put a pistol in his gut and pull the trigger twice.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You want to roll for that, or?
Yeah, sure. With your bonus.
Shaboom.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
You just disappear. And that brings us down to Nyla with a big old 2.
Okay. Got blinded. I got blinded by the explosion. There's a thing coming out of the sky. My Turian has ADHD. What are we doing? Where are we? What's happening? Okay, so I can see Theron from where I am, right?
Yep. This cover is destroyed.
You asshole. And I'm going to slam. Use my pathetic ability.
Okay.
I'm going to pick him up.
I need
slam him to the
to
ground.
look at that DV chart, because it's different.
Yeah,
At
it's
this
my marker.
range, you're at a DV 25.
Oh! Can I run towards him and do it while I'm running
Absolutely.
towards him? Cool. I am going to run towards him.
Using the extent of your movement, you're going to bring
Yep.
it down to a DV of 20.
Cool. Might as well try. It's my martial arts attack. Use the biotic DV chart. So, let's see. Let's see. Martial arts. This is fine. I can do this. Let's do it.
Very nice.
It happened. I just
Nice.
like, jerk, and I pull him up into the air and then just slam him with like the blue energy.
Yeah.
Just our Krogan laugh echoing.
That is a 4d6 damage, and he will fall prone.
It's going to be a grunt of pain from the impact. She just shouts out, "This is futile! You're gonna die here!"
Well, we're not the one on the ground!
17, yeah.
Got a big gun.
That's gonna knock out his shield.
Yeah, at the start of his next turn, he has to make an athletics check to recover.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, that'll bring us to the top of round 2, which is going to bring it back to his turn. An athletics check, you say?
Yeah. 15.
He's pretty good at those.
No.
Unnecessary. 28.
Jesus.
Unnecessary, Sarah.
I just ran out into the open and did this to him. It's fine. I'm sure he will come after me. It's okay.
You just have the force trying to keep him pinned there to the ground.
Ugh.
And he just raises himself up, gets to his feet, levels the weapon at you.
I mean, no hard feelings. Just about to like step backwards away from him.
And is going to attack with a turbocharge.
I don't like the sound of that.
When
It's not
activated,
great.
auto-fire shots will get an automatic ×3 for an SMG or ×4 for a rifle, and it is armor piercing.
Cool.
So at this range, with a assault rifle with auto-fire, that is a DV of 20. So that's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
A 25, which means that it's an auto ×4.
Oof.
Oh my god, is Nyla gonna go down? This is the beginning of the TPK.
You still have your shield.
I do. I still have my shield at full shield.
And armor, like that's gonna stop a lot, you know. So the armor will go down by 2 if Eddie gets through his stupid armor piercing. Of course he has stupid armor piercing.
I don't know if I even added armor.
Using
It's
a
like
calculator.
standard, it's like
just 'cause-
11.
That is... Dang it, I just closed it. I did the calculation and then looked away. After your shield, because the first few bullets are just going to rip into the shield, cause it to flare and disappear. You're taking 37 points of damage.
What?
Arrow.
That's for my shield, and then my armor.
How much armor do you have left?
I don't know. Had the armor that's 11/11, body 11/11.
And I don't think you've taken much damage yet, so I don't think your armor's been reduced any.
No, I haven't actually taken any damage.
So
I've managed to hide every
rips
time.
through your armor and brings you down to taking 26 points of damage.
That's still a lot.
It's a lot. You are now lightly wounded.
I don't like it.
In addition, because Saren is a jerk. From the shoulder pack there's going to be just this small device that lifts up and extends up towards you, Tartak.
No!
A Hawk missile launcher.
No!
I thought that was coming for me.
This is heavy weapons. He's not as good with heavy weapons.
Oh. What's the DV? Should I dodge? I'd probably be higher. If I dodge, right?
DV for launchers at this range, because you still are quite a ways away, is DV 20.
I'm gonna try and evade.
Okay.
Because I add my level plus my base. Oh yeah, I'm definitely evading.
Perfect.
Sorry, I forgot how character sheets worked for 2 seconds. Please don't roll bad.
24.
22. I made it. Dang it!
It is going to impact the truck, which is going to take a
Oh,
bulk
no.
of the damage. The truck is taking 21 points of damage. This is splash, but you are a vast majority covered by the truck. What little damage gets passed it to you is just going to cause your shield to flare. We'll say that one point of it went and hit your shield, but your truck is now a burning wreck.
Damn it! I was about to drive it into him. That was my next freaking move.
But he is going to physically start moving towards one of the gates away from you. Tartek.
He's a little bitch. I hate him. Okay, so this vehicle's inoperable.
It is.
That's what I'm guessing.
Aww.
All right.
Your shield took 1 damage.
Shit.
The vehicle is inoperable. Is the gun operable?
I mean, there might be a small penalty to using it, but it still fires.
What is my distance from him? I was far, right?
You were far already, and he has since moved away from you. An assault rifle at this range is a DV-20. An auto fire at this range, you're 25.
Yeah. I'm just running after him. I'm pissed. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run and move. Yeah, I'm just charging.
Absolutely.
He's lucky he blew up my car. Otherwise, he was about to get his ass run over.
I would say that with your Krogan Fury, as you charge, you'd close at least 2 distance gaps.
Cool.
Alright. That brings us to Soon. You're invisible.
I am. So tell me about this launcher that he just used on our truck.
It looks like just a shoulder-mounted missile launcher that's extended up, emptied its casing, and then kind of retracted back. It looks like it was probably a one-shot use.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
We should have put this Saren guy in the game. He's cool.
They really should. This is a good NPC. Let's write Bioware.
I don't imagine I would be able to close to within pistol range.
If you wanted to move, the fact that he is also moving away, you'd still be looking at a DV-25 after moving.
Eesh.
He's bad.
Yeah, like I thought I was, but
It's
he's
a Spectre.
Yeah. Okay. The gate is closed, or gate is currently open.
Wide open, yep.
Is there a way I could remotely fix that?
Ooh, yes. Please roll your electronics.
All right.
Having a hacker in the team is very handy.
It has been extremely handy.
I think the tech in our crew has not shot a gun. Like, he's done nothing but hack and make other things shoot for him
Which is
in
great.
20
It was
episodes.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Give me some love. Yeah.
Oh, what? What am I doing? He's gonna roll his evasion. You know what? No, I told you it was DV20. I'm gonna keep it at DV20. Moving forward, he'll roll his evasion. Oh, you didn't shoot at him. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Just the doors.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to evade the door,
The immediate door, closest one that he seemed to be sprinting towards, starts that long, slow process of closing shut. The good, 6 feet thick steel plates that cut off that barrier. Anything else?
I think I'm gonna move to find available cover because
no problem.
If he does take note of me, as I try to hem him in with this angry Krogan, that seems bad.
Yeah, a little bit. Alrighty then, that brings us down to Nyla. Your shield just shattered, tore through your armor, did a good chunk of damage.
Yep, not looking great. Not looking great. Can I change my gun?
Absolutely. If you go into your character sheet, you just gotta click which one you want to equip.
Cool. Because he's pretty far away from me, right?
He moved. At this point, you have a SMG, right?
I am switching to my sniper rifle if he's
Oh.
far away.
The sniper rifle.
I don't want to get close to him anymore.
At this range, you would be at a DV-15 to put you into perspective of how easy the shot was, but he is going to start trying to dodge the shots from now on.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to attempt to do it because I don't want to get up close to him anymore.
All right.
Because he hurt me.
It's a 24. It's your dodge. Your other.
Jesus, this guy's a reflexive bastard.
Is a sniper rifle shoulder armed?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ah!
Oh.
You just that moment where he comes to a stop, sees the door closed, looks back, sees the glint of the rifle as you take the shot, and physically just drops down under it.
Okay. I'm gonna start running after him. There's nothing else for me to do.
Top of round 3, you can now hear that ship above you starting to break through the atmosphere, causing this deep rumbling of a massive metallic hand starting to level its way towards you.
It's fine.
Saren knows that a charging Krogan is a problem. We moved you up 2 distance spaces. So, yeah. You see him catch a glimpse of you, quickly drop the clip that was in his weapon, rack it, aim, and I assume you're going to try to dodge. Oh, that's
I don't even know why we're pretending. We have starting stats.
That's
21,
only
21.
That's only a 20.
Yeah.
The rounds just rip through the air, impacting the metal and cement work behind you. And where they land, you can see this corrosion just start eating away at it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's his turn. Tartak.
How close could I get to him in a normal move? Like, would I be able to close the difference distance and shoot him or grab him, or would I need to like
a normal move is going to get you from 7 to 12, so it'll get you that second distance category.
Okay. Dang. I want to grab him. That's fine. I'll just shoot him. Yeah, I think as I run in and dodging, I pull my shotgun off my back. No, he can dodge. I will just shoot normal.
We can all see the math cogworks working.
Krogan math.
But I was like, wait, it's not even to a DV. He can dodge, so
yep.
It's pointless. Yeah. Tartak's just gonna run, dodge, and then they'll pull out their shotgun and
12.
Shot. Dang it. No, 14. But it's fine.
Still
it
hits.
Was a 1, but it was a 14.
Oh my god.
You both rolled 1s. He rolled a 1 and a 6, though.
He was like surprised I was there. I was surprised about the corrosive. We're just like,
Yep, but that hits.
Okay. Damage. What is that damage? 2 2s, 2 1s. Ew. 12.
12 against the body armor.
5d6. 12.
Yeah, a little bit of that will sneak through. I'm not going to say he's looking close to dead or anything, but he took damage.
Oh.
I feel like he's not gonna die here.
I don't know what would give you that idea. Soon, you're up.
I'm going to move from this cover to another thing of cover closer to him. And, let's see. How am I looking range-wise?
With a pistol, at this range, you're at a DV 20.
Okay.
Or, whatever he rolls on his dodge.
Right. I've been cloaked for 2 rounds, so I think I've got 2 more. Does it look like he's like running towards another door? Is he focused on the Krogan?
At the moment, he is focused on the charging Krogan, because that's terrifying.
Understandable. Is he wearing any sort of... He's got an Omni tool as well. Is he wearing any sort of, like, radio, or is that also built into the Omni tool?
He does have a headpiece, yeah.
I'd like to hack that and see if I can cause it to, like, go off, like, sudden burst static.
Oh, yeah.
Just fuck with him.
Please do. Hacking a Spectre's equipment. That's a prison sentence.
Just blew up a mine, I think.
This isn't gonna end well for any of us anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, absolutely. It is just a burst of static into his ear. He starts taking aim at the Krogan and has to wince. He uses one hand to just grab it and rip it off. I will give him a hefty penalty next round.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't do the shoot, I don't do the damage, but I do the debuff.
Yeah, you do. Nyla.
So I was running towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some place that I can duck into?
Absolutely. This place is littered with scaffolding, with pillars.
I'm gonna duck into a spot. How does shield work? I have to.
You
two
take
rounds.
cover for 2 rounds without taking damage. It fully heals.
Can I attack something if I'm in the go back to damage or cover, or do I have to stay in cover the whole time?
You've been pretty loose on it. I think we've ruled a couple of times if you don't get hit, you're good, but I mean...
Yeah, all it says is you're in cover for 2 rounds and you're not taking any damage. It says nothing about you attacking.
Cool. I'm going to get into cover and then quick peek around, shoot at him, and then duck back cover.
Yeah, go for it. He is not going to try to dodge because he is focused on the Raging Krogan. So a sniper at this range, so you did move closer, is a DV-15.
Cool. Let's see what I roll.
Oof.
That is another crit fail for a total of a 10.
I try to shoot and I trip and then quickly get back in cover.
You are
Got
definitely
a sniper over here.
You're skilled enough shots that you would wait for Tartak to not be anywhere near the line of fire, thankfully.
Yep.
And it just goes wide.
Yep. That's what it does. I was saving the Krogan.
That was
That is what happened. I meant for that to happen. It's fine. I'm saying to myself as I'm backing back into cover.
He is also now backing away from you, Tartak. But he is going to empty a few rounds into you if you would like to try to evade
you're
this.
not that scared. Yeah.
Ooh.
18.
35.
Jesus.
We'll say that hits.
So we're gonna die.
Will you roll a resist drug roll, please?
Oh, I put points in that.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, that's.
Oh
that's
no,
cool.
it's another fail.
Oh no.
It's 11.
Oh my god! I feel like this is rigged. We have rolled so many fails.
Not until now.
That is 22 points of damage that ignores your armor because it impacts and just starts corroding from the inside.
Oh my god, I have to pull up a calculator for this one.
Oh god.
I am so hurt.
Oh no. Oh, broken.
We'll say this happens at the end of his turn because I forgot. But as he prepares for the Krogan charge, starting to switch the assault rifle for a shotgun, that ship finally does make landfall. And the impact is massive. The center of it starts to glow this vibrant red. And the mountainside that you have stared at for however many years you've been here, in an instant is just evaporated by this beam that impacts the planet and starts trailing its way closer to you.
I'm sure they're on our side. This is fine.
Tartak,
Fine.
you're up.
Sarah, and hold him in the way.
I want to tackle him.
Do it!
I just want to grab him. Don't shoot me again, dude. I just run up and I just go to grab him. I think that's athletics, be athletics or evasion.
A grapple. Page 177. Both of you roll Dex plus brawling plus a 1d10.
Cool beans. Let's. Oh my god! I've been. Oh wait, no. I'm very hurt. 16.
He has a base 16, so 19 total.
So base 16. How cool for him! I'm a base 19. I still can't even beat him.
Takes that moment to sidestep your charge. Just unfortunately catch nothing but air. Have to come to a skidding stop as you almost just straight up sprint past him, and you turn to face. You are face to face with him now, at least.
Do it. Just do it.
Since that was technically your movement to charge and try to grab him, I'd still say that you have an action.
I don't think I'm gonna live another round, so I'm gonna shoot him in the head with my shotgun.
Do it. He's for sure gonna try to dodge a point blank shotgun.
That's such a bad idea because I'm so hurt. I just it's very much a I'm going down, I'm taking you with me kind of last ditch move.
This would not be the first suicide mission in Mass Effect, so.
He only got a 16.
Oh.
Well, I have a -10 to my roll because I'm below half health, and it's an aim shot. So.
Oh no.
Did I use all 5 luck last time? I think I did.
I think you
No,
did. So.
Alright.
Unless the chat wants to be very generous and give you luck.
Oh.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
You can absolutely have luck for me.
The chat can spend channel points just like that.
Oh boy.
Your luck pool is refilled.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, gosh, y'all the best. We gotta make it now. It's just a -5, which was much better. Much better. I was very lucky as far as Krogans go, you know. Come on. I haven't Foundry. I haven't got a 10 yet. Please just let me have this one. No, it's a 2.
It definitely there's a little bit of the spray of the shot that catches him. You can see draw some blood that starts running down the armor, but a vast majority of the shot just goes wide.
Lock eyes with him. I'm like, don't you look away from me.
You will stare me in the eyes as you kill me.
Soon.
All right. Gonna move closer.
Pistol, that's going to put you down to a DV20 to hit.
Alright, I think at this point, it's gonna be the best I can manage. So I'm gonna take 2 shots.
He's not going to try to dodge because he has a Rogan in his face.
Boop.
That's gonna just hit.
This will totally kill him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fine. Yep.
Yeah.
11 points of damage.
You hit him. Unfortunately, the armor is too tough.
And see if I can do it again.
This game is somehow extremely brutal and deadly, but at the same time, the defenses are just... I'd love the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. First shot hits. He recoils, glares at you, and then second one misses.
Yeah, I have broken stealth to do that, so.
Yep. All right. Nyla! Your Krogan companion is not looking so good.
Did any of us take like paramedics or medical stuff?
No. That would have been smart.
Cool. We didn't save any of the doctors or nurses. They're all dead.
We saved ourselves. That's what we've done, and this is what we deserve for locking ourselves in a building for 24 hours.
Okay, cool.
Hey, as long as we take Saren with us, I'm fine with it.
I don't think that's good.
I just wanted to live long enough to get killed by the Reaper. That's what I wanted.
Okay, I'm going to. How far away is he from me?
With a sniper, you're at a DV20.
No, if I were to slam.
Oh, to slam.
Yeah.
I should just have that bookmarked. DV20, same thing.
Cool. Is there another building closer to?
Not quite buildings, but I mean tall cargo carriers. Like,
Is there cover closer to?
yes, nothing severe.
Okay, so I can't run forward into different cover.
Oh no! If you wanted to run forward at this point, you're almost like covering open ground, which is what Tartak did and just charged.
Well, I have a feeling Tartak has more hit points than me. So
you would be surprised.
Probably not right now.
right now. I will. Gonna try and slam that. I'm gonna
go
around
go
the
for
corner, try to do it. Oh, what did we say that was?
20.
Marshall.
Yeah.
Nope.
This time you make that connection to try to lift him, and he immediately just shifts so that Tartak is in between the two of you. And not wanting to lift Tartak, you just have to break that connection.
Tartek kind of rises off the ground for a second. Oops, sorry, wrong person. Sorry.
Like, why is this so heavy? Oh.
Duck back behind cover.
All right.
There's
That laser hits that outer edge of the colony, and buildings just evaporate. It is a trail headed towards you. Saren looks up to the sky. You see one of those bug-like shuttles start descending. He is going to try to put a boot into you, Tartak, and just shove you back.
Bitch. How dare he?
Would you roll your brawl, please? Dex plus brawl plus a d10.
Put out 17.
A 23, 24, yeah. The boot just connects with your chest right at that point where those rounds had impacted and started to corrode away your flesh underneath. And it physically causes a collapse of the bones there on impact and just sends you back.
Oh no.
He steps back, putting one foot onto the ship, hanging off the edge. Just says nothing but glares at the three of you.
Howard.
Looks like there's a little bit of a smile. Tartak, you are still up. The ship has not taken off. You are close enough.
Grab that other.
He's like holding on to like the ship, like he's like stepped up.
Hanging, like one foot is on and one hand is grabbing onto it. The other foot is just kind of dangling off the edge.
mouth shut again, but there's no way in hell. I want to shoot his hand so bad. But I think I am going to shoot one more, just one general, like stand up. Not feeling great. Just shoot one off towards
for it.
him. Not
You
fancy.
can't really dodge, so shotgun at this range, you're DV 13.
14.
It's good enough.
Why I rolled so many ones and twos?
16.
Giving me double sixes. Come on, Foundry.
That is gonna make it through the armor.
Good.
I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
the shots. I mean, he can't really dodge as long as he wants to hang on, and it's just center to the chest. Armor stops a lot of it, but you can still see the grunt of pain.
Just a little croak and giggle.
Little croak and giggle. Try to say rotten hell, but I just like throw up like acid. Like, oh god.
He just lets out a low Turian growl, and in a voice low enough, probably only you to hear at this distance. Let the Reapers have you.
What? I've never heard of these.
Ship is going to start its ascent, but we are moving over to soon.
All right. So I've been playing around in these Geth computers for a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see if I can translate that, because he's stepping onto a Geth ship, right?
Yep. And it is starting to take off.
Obviously, at this point, we know he's working for the Geth.
What if it wasn't?
That's a fantastic point.
What if instead it landed, perhaps crash landed?
What if?
What if I were to, maybe override the controls?
Let's see that roll.
Alright.
Going to be at slightly higher difficulty to fully wrestle control of a dropship, but it is possible.
Alright. Give me some love, Foundry. 20?
20. It starts its ascent and then kind of levels off. Not quite big enough to bring it down, but you're in the moment wrestling control of it with the current system that is trying to escape. You've at least delayed the escape, and you've kept him within shooting range for at least another round.
Nice. Take the shot, Nyla.
Nyla, you're up.
And I'm moving to cover.
Perfect. That exasperated face.
Nyla hasn't been shooting very well today.
Well, now's your chance.
I will. I'm going to attempt slam again by picking him off the thing and then slamming him to the ground.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
But I'm going to run. I'm full on out in the open, running towards the ship as close as I can get.
Yeah. That'll put you at a DV 15.
Cool.
Yeet.
Can Defenders can still use evasion.
Oh. Wait, they can use evasion?
Yep, it says underneath that box, defenders can still use evasion.
How can they tell? How can they tell that I'm shooting at them? They don't know. We're piloting this place.
Evasion. Okay, that's interesting. So he rolled a 1. That brought him down to a 16.
Mm-hmm.
You tie.
Mm-hmm.
Does the attacker or the defender win ties?
I want to say the attacker.
I want to say the attacker, but I think it's defender. You have to beat the DV.
Right, it's because they're setting the new DV value. Unfortunately, he just hangs on tight. You try to rip him up and out of it. No luck.
Yep. That was all I can do.
That would... I mean, you would have pulled him out of the ship and to the ground.
That would have been so cool. Nyla is not that cool.
The outer wall now, maybe 300, 400 feet from where you're standing, starts to evaporate in the trail of the laser.
Hey, Tartak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that car still work?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I like to think you asked that and then it blows up off cam.
That's mine.
He is going to take a shot at you soon. You are in cover. So that means he does have to aim. And this is with his... Going to take it with the assault rifle. He still, unfortunately, has the bio rounds, so it's not quite as effective as it could be.
I don't know, those are pretty effective.
That's a 21 at this range with an assault rifle. This range is a DV-15, yeah. So, I just need you to roll a resist drug roll, please.
Alright.
I'm sure everyone put points into that.
I did, actually.
It did. Yes, it really did. It didn't do me any good.
I did not.
18.
18. You are going to resist it. The effect of the drug isn't going to take effect. The rounds are still going to cause some damage, but I don't even think it's going to get through your shield. 8. No, that's not even going to get through your armor. Or even your shield. It's just going to bounce off. No harm done.
I like that.
But the intent wasn't to kill you, it was to distract you enough for the pilot to try to escape. So, if you would, I'm going to give you a contested electronics roll versus the pilot.
Okay. Give me one quick second. Adjusting my shield. And contested electronics.
A 23.
Oh, balls. Out of 23.
Unfortunately, the pilot is going to wrestle control back. And again, the ship begins its ascent up into the sky. You're not sure, but you think that for a brief moment you see a Turian middle finger just sticking out of the shuttle.
Turians don't have middle fingers.
Their version of a middle finger.
Like this.
Yeah, it's like this one. It's like...
Alright.
I'm going to switch the music over. Because we are technically out of combat. You could take pot shots at the escape shuttle if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm sure my
Nah,
pistol
I just
will do
plop
a
down
whole
on the
lot to
ground.
it.
I just keep shooting.
The laser continues its trail of destruction, melting buildings, melting towers, melting the wall. You see Tartak just drop onto his ass. Sorry, their ass. Just lie there.
So, do we think we can outrun that? No.
Y'all probably can. I definitely cannot.
How big is the laser? Like, what is the amount of destruction it does?
It's like a, what, 30-ish diameter, or 30-ish wide laser beam. 30-inch. 30 foot.
It's fine. It's fine. I can just walk around it. It's okay. Cool. Any cars around here?
I mean, there is a vehicle depot.
Do we want to try and get a car? Maybe we should try and get a car. Nyla's also hurt and just bleeding out of a side.
The entire,
I don't want to be...
like midsection of Tartak's armor and flesh underneath is eroded away, and it's just a pool of blood.
I don't want to be a pessimist. I try to not live my life that way. But I can barely walk. That's terrifying. We're on a desert planet with no way off. Are we sure there's really even a Spectre coming? Or was it that asshole?
Just look over at
Sung has been headed towards the vehicle depot this whole time.
I'm just like, oh fuck, fine, okay.
Yay. I'm gonna go over and try and help you up.
Yeah. I'll limp along best I can.
And it's him sitting somewhere. You know, we probably could have hid in the pit, but we kind of blew up the opening.
Yes, hid in the pit with the Geth.
Cool.
The door to the vehicle bay opens. The vast majority of this structure is just melting on impact. There's enough power for the door to open, but the lights are flickering.
Just in the back of the biggest vehicle. Drive someone.
Driving out.
I need someone to let me know even or odds.
Oh. Never tell me the odds.
Sorry?
Okay. No,
I thought you were choosing odds.
Yeah, that's fine. I was about to ask, so does that mean odds?
Okay.
But in my head it meant evens, but let's go odds. Just tell me the odds.
That small, buggy-like scout vehicle sits there, undisturbed, unmoved, small layer of dust on it.
It's to drive. Just drive.
Hop in, drag your Krogid friend into the back. Sung hops into the passenger seat. There's room for about you three, and that's it. This is not a large vehicle.
That's all that's alive. So.
Punch the gas, and it just whips out of the vehicle bay. Hit one of those open gates. Would you roll your driving for me?
Cool. Yeah, let's totally do that. This is all on me, right? If I fail, we're all dead. Land vehicle. Should have put more points in.
Just wanted to let you know we're all counting on you.
It's not horrible.
13, yeah.
It's an odd number.
Clip the side of that gate as you try to spit out, eventually regaining control. With you in the back, Tartak, you can feel the heat from that laser at this point, as that battlefield that you had been a part of is already melting. and it continues its path, getting closer and closer to you. That heat is starting to get so intense. The back of the truck is starting to melt. You can feel your armor starting to superheat near your feet. At that point, Wilsung and Nyla, you can feel that heat washing over your backs, causing this almost immediate sunburn along the skin. And then it stops. The heat disappears. That beam seemingly gone. They must have got what they were aiming for. The ship doesn't stop, however. It stays right where it is, planted planet-side, and there are dozens more of those insectoid dropships that just start flooding out. You're able to drive off to the desert, looking for whatever cover you might find, wherever you could hide away from this, maybe make a last stand. But for the moment, the three of you are alive.
Oh my god. I thought we were gonna die. I mean, we're definitely dead, but I thought we were gonna, really die.
And
At first, when you said you don't feel it anymore, I was like, because we're dead. We're all dead.
whatever fate lies for the rest, for the three of you, maybe we'll see what happens another day. But for now, that is where we're gonna put a pin in this game, draw it to a close, and thank all of you wonderful viewers so much for being here, for supporting us, supporting this channel like you do each and every week. Y'all are amazing. We literally can't do this without you. But that is more than enough out of me. I'm going to pass it over to my lovely cast and crew here, give them a chance to once again introduce themselves, and if you're working on projects people can check out, where they can find the projects. We'll start again immediately to my right with Nikki.
You can find me on Twitter, which is basically where I live, at Coyote Witch, and I post a lot of art, and a lot of D&D stuff and tabletop stuff. Right now, I'm doing a bunch of commissions for tabletop characters. So if anybody wants one, those are the projects I'm working on right now. So
absolutely.
That's it.
All right, move on down to Taylor.
Well, I also can be found on Twitter, where I also live, _potato_. But then also over at the Shelf Collective, where a bunch of us made this supplement. And we have a master game that happens the last Saturday of every month. And it's wild. There I'm more successly. I'm very dangerous. I'm an awesome drill sniper that hits things. But yeah, I mean, I'm currently working on a module for this so people can play and have the roles and have a story and not have to make everything up in their head. And thanks to these sort of people, a life pass, we're definitely gonna do that. For sure. But other than that, I just play a whole bunch of games over there as well as on Weave the Tale. So, and I do graphic design, video editing. Hit your girl up.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, you know, that's that freelance life.
Yeah, I know that.
And over to Valley.
Hey, I don't really have anything of mine to plug, because basically I just work and make shitty jokes on Twitter and support the people that I like Lost Caravan, like ECP, like the dozen or so podcasts that I listen to at this point. I had a blast, and thank you for putting up with me and my nonsense as I tried to, make this work despite my lack of Cyberpunk or Mass Effect knowledge.
See,
Great, you hacked so much.
yes.
I had a lot of fun too.
So the beauty of, because we don't use RAW, we don't use RAI, we use RAH. That is rules as Hooper. And that means you don't have to know the rules of the game. You just have to have fun, and that's what matters.
That worked in my favor, because I am very good at having fun, and not always very good at rules.
Same.
I very much appreciate getting to do this for a second time, and would love to do more of this in the future.
Yeah.
Including maybe seeing where Sung ends up, or doing another Mass Effect character at some point. I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
The children of our current characters. Like, oh man, they killed her parents.
Of course, I'm Andrew, your games master for the evening, and for most evenings around here. I had an absolute blast with this game. I love Cyberpunk Red. I think I first saw this on your Twitter like a couple months ago, and I messaged you like, this looks amazing, I'm absolutely gonna run this. Totally forgot about it. And then we had a cancellation. The game that was supposed to run tonight, they fortunately had to reschedule, so we did a last minute just, we're playing Mass Effect, let's go. Not only did these amazing people step up, it's just at the very last second sign up for the game and make these characters, but this is my first game with any of you, and you all did amazing. You were a fantastic cast, so much fun to play with, and I would absolutely love to play with any of you again.
Oh heck yeah. You are awesome, Andrew.
Likewise.
Yes.
Thank you so much for running a great game, and
Yes.
But before these lovely people get me to start crying, our friends over at Dork Tales are live right now. So I am going to throw a raid over to them. If I can spell raid correctly.
Think Shadow Legends.
And I guess with that... Oh, where can people pick up this supplement?
Oh yeah, so we have a website. If you do bit.ly/Omega RPG. Hold on, let me double check my thing. Yes, Omega RPG. Also, my Twitter @_potato_. I still have it pinned to make it easy. But that's where that is. It's super free, and we have so many things that we've already made that we're gonna like keep adding to it. A YouTube how-to talk about why we thought things. So that's where you can get it.
Yeah.
And then Cyberpunk Red, obviously, Artel, amazing.
Yes.
It was
It's so
awesome.
good.
It's so well put together.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
you, y'all.
But yeah, I guess with that, I can wish you all a goodbye, a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.